Dead on our spawn if someone wants to revive me. We're live on YouTube if anybody wants to watch us. Oh no, we got better internet than that, dude. Bottom bar. Bottom bar.
Who knows?
I'm at the other side of the map. Oh.
What's up, Dennis? You get to be involved in our live feed. What? 12? Shit, man. People are jacking right up. Must be a boring Saturday Night Live for
The butt.
everybody out there in the world.
I'm coming.
How's Selena doing? You can see her right there.
Stop, please.
What's up, Simple?
Oh,
Wow, Bo from Australia. What?
22 people already? What? We're fucking
Dude,
hot.
we are
dude.
so popular because there's like no
We got
people
like
in the world.
25 people on our live feed already. Fuck you, bitch.
We're 24. What? Ever been to Toledo?
I'm live
Good
on YouTube.
roads.
And we got 55
Toledo
people on
having
our
good
fucking
roads.
thing
What?
already.
How's Tejas? Good. As you can tell, I'm at home. I didn't shoot a video all week. I suck. Well, I went out and did a whole freaking.
Motherfuckers want to talk shit.
Did a whole turn. Went out and made. How much did I make for the week? 10 grand.
Where?
I did like 10 grand for the week. I didn't even film it. It was actually kind of a bummer week. I ended up losing a day because all the appointments had to get bumped and everything because I got loaded late on one of my runs and everything kind of went to crap. Yeah, let's go, Bren. That's the PC way of saying F Joe Biden.
Like the most fucking awkward spot for reviving, bro.
You get in on Sheba. Big Tim, you're going to have to explain that one, man. You can see here, I got Brent. Brent is on the iPad right now with his skullet. Oh, crypto. No, I did not. I did not get in on the Sheba. I am sorry. Brent.
Oh, shit.
Brent and Dustin.
We're dead in hot dog.
When did you guys fly out?
I don't even know.
Last Monday.
On Monday, they flew to Vegas. And then Dustin spent his birthday in Vegas. Brent's there too. They're at their dad's house in Vegas. So you get to see Brent. He's... Wait, what? It's going up. Got 27 million. Are you still truck driving? Because if you're still truck driving and you got 27 million, you're a moron.
Check on with Selena. Yeah.
You got 27 million. And you still have trucking in your title. No. If I made 27 million off of cryptocurrency tomorrow, it would not be trucking with Selena. It would be FU from Selena to the whole world. Would be the name of this channel. People that say like, yeah, they're custodians and they hit the lottery and they make millions. And they go, yeah, but I still enjoy being a custodian. I go back to work tomorrow. I was like, no, I do not. Right?
Yeah. I enjoy sitting at home.
I'd do it for the hell of it. No. I would not be in trucking tomorrow if I won millions or invested and paid off millions. I would not be doing anything except investing in my own businesses and going on in my own way. Right? Right. You don't get to look at Selena. You just get to look at Brent.
Why don't you get to look at me? What the fuck?
No, it's like I even considered as we build money back up and what am I going to invest in and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, cryptocurrencies obviously are going to be hot. Keep researching as I go along. And yeah, Brent, yeah, he's grown. If you go back a few years ago, what was it 2017 when we got off the road with Prime, Brent was all little. You're in one of our videos, like when we came back home finally or something like that. Brent comes walking in, he's just a little kid at that point. It's funny. What was that? 4 years ago, you would have been like 14 or 15.
I don't know.
You all had short hair and everything. You're just, hey. Selena has initiated Gremlin gamer mode. Is Selena better looking than me? Yeah, she is.
On most days.
Nobody wants to bang me.
Just
What are
me.
you talking about?
Well, you do. What's up, Jason Trucker? She's wearing her, if anybody goes back a few months ago, well,
is that
like
you?
almost 5 months ago, I think.
Oh, that's the guy
I was
with
wearing,
the one that's
I was wearing her
that's
TikTok
initiated
yoga
Gremlin-
pants. I was wearing her TikTok yoga pants and flashing my wad.
The one who said that I have initiated Gremlin gamer mode. That was a guy I'm playing with right now.
Oh,
Oh no, he's
Oh.
mid street and top hot dog.
be nice to the man. What? I'm not bangable. Be nice to who? I'm not keeping up.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go.
What is this? A high school football game?
What?
What is this? A high school football game?
Maybe.
Got all the
Brandon.
half-drunk
Let's
parents
go.
at a high school football game with their little flasks or their jugs of, they got like wine in them or vodka and juice and shit. Sitting up there getting all lit.
Let's go, Brandon.
Getting in fights
Let's
with their
go. I'm gonna
Other
change my
parents
name.
over their game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What we got?
I got him at a truck
What's up,
stop.
Tommy? What system is she on? She's on Xbox.
Oh yeah?
She got an Xbox One.
I got a hit marker on top.
You see, she's playing Modern
Oh, yeah,
Warfare.
you got 'em. They're muck and lucks. My socks are muck and lucks. Haha, you're dead.
You're all sitting there stroking your hair like a fucking gay porn star and shit. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, I see you.
What is the
Don't be
strength?
mad because I'm making bank with my hair.
Knows me.
Yeah. What is the strangest thing we have ever hauled on the truck? I mean, we've hauled odd things. I mean, that depends on who you are. I mean, we've actually hauled uranium. We've hauled nuclear cores and stuff. We've hauled weapons. We've hauled chemical weapons. We hauled mustard gas. Mustard gas, it was being decommissioned by
Right.
the DOD. We hauled that
Jealous because you're not
from the
going
Army
on
Depot
weapons.
it was part of the United Nations Weapons
She just-
Treaty
she-
that we picked up mustard gas in Pueblo, Colorado,
she
and took it
just
down to
doesn't-
Port Arthur,
she
Texas to
doesn't
be
talk a lot.
incinerated. That was a
unless she
weird
needs
one
to.
because we had to follow certain routes and do all kinds of weird stuff and everything. It was highly
There's a
regulated.
guy,
So
top hot dog.
We had to drive in
What does she
convoys of 3 to 6 trucks all together at the same time. We had to go no more than 60 miles per hour
There's a guy.
per the
with a
DOD
shield
regulations, and we had to
top hot
follow
dog by the
certain
street
routes
window.
out of
Oh
Pueblo,
no, someone down by the street killed me.
and that was weird. That was kind of an odd one. Weirdest things though, I mean, I remember one time when I was a local driver in Las Vegas, I went to a place, it was called Pyramid, that they made sex toys, and I had to pick up a bunch of pallets of dildos and vibrators and stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
that. That was back in like 2013. That was odd.
Scrimpy asked for an oh yeah. Rank, give him an oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear that, Scrimpy?
What's up, TJ? Big Ten, yeah, mullet man over here, sitting there stroking his hair the whole time, going, "What are you doing, dude? Look like you're ready to take a fucking dick and balls.
You
What
got
the
it,
hell?"
bro? That's how
Or
we live.
yawning all wide. What the hell was that? I can join if she don't mind. I've got that too. Yeah, I mean, her screen name is what? Fish Taco.
Junior's in here.
Is Junior?
Yeah, he just said, "What's up, bro?"
Oh, there he is. I was scrolling back through the comments. I didn't see. What's up, pendejo? ¿Qué pasa, pendejo? Yes, I am a gringo. Is that a bad thing? Am I going to get canceled for being a gringo?
Oh, y'all like him with 25,000 subs? I do, bitch.
Yeah, Selena's name on Xbox is
do.
like
It's 25,000
X
subs.
Fish X Taco X Fish Taco. That's her.
Yeah, how many you got?
Her screen
And how
name,
many
though.
you got?
If you want to check her out.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
I can already tell you who looks better in the leggings. It ain't me. Least amount of products you've hauled? God. I mean, you're spanning over 20 plus years. It's like, what have I hauled that?
If someone's dead, you want to
I
tell
mean,
where
you're talking
at,
like maybe
bitch.
getting a couple of pallets when they say driving across country. I'd probably say when we were driving for Tri-State, TSMT, that they hauled all the hazmat stuff for DOD and all that. That literally you get like a pallet or two, maybe. It might be ammunition, it might be explosives or something like that. That they just give us a little amount that we need to take, and they pay the rate, like cross country rate, full
You
dollar.
died and everybody had
And-
get more points.
It was just a very small amount of stuff. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
What's the most stuff you hauled?
Usually just general freight. If you want to talk about the most you do, and everybody's done that, it'd be like hauling a dry van load or a reefer load full of food or just some general dry van commodity, and it's like 45,000 pounds and it's loaded to the max and all that kind of stuff that you just, that's 45, maybe 46,000 pounds depending on the weight of your truck and, you know.
Have you hauled like a double trailer across country?
Doubles, yeah, we've done that.
One.
Yeah, we've hauled doubles across country. Of course, in the western states, I hauled triples.
I do. Truck
I've hauled
with
triples and Rocky Mountain doubles,
Go
which
look
is
it up
a
on YouTube. Truck
48-foot
with-
trailer
truck
and a
with
28-foot
Selena.
trailer.
Go look it up on YouTube. Truck
I did
with
that hauling
Selena.
fuel. I hauled Rocky Mountain doubles. Who is this? This is Brent. This is Selena's son. He lives here with us, but they're in Vegas right now. Him and Dustin, the boys, they're in Vegas right now,
I don't-
visiting
I don't
out there.
give a shit. I
They'll be
spend
back
money on
October
things to do
4th.
what I want,
But they,
No, November 4th.
or November 4th, I'm sorry, it's already October. Have I hauled 253s? No, I have not. That would be something else to go do, like those turnpike doubles that they do in
but- Oh, he's at the green card.
New York
Jumping on top
and
of bar right now.
other
One's
Oklahoma
top
and all
hot
that kind of stuff. The
coming
dual
out with a riot
48s, dual
shield.
53s. No, I have not done that yet.
One on top of bar. Two on top of bar. I'm on top of police if anybody wants
Later,
to-
Junior.
Then
No,
that's
we
not
will
it.
not be good. Thank you.
You need help bringing stuff in? Or?
He's laying down
I
on
don't know
top
what's
of
going
bar.
on there.
Two of them on top of bar. One jumped down, running back towards green card. One's
Boy, they
still
just
on
get
top
back
of
with
bar.
groceries.
Yeah, Crystal just got back
He's
from
at
the
the big
grocery
sign on
store.
top of bar. And the other one's running around in front of police. The other
Yeah,
one
the
jumped down, he's going in
Turnpike
double
doubles and all that kind of stuff, like dual
bar. Oh, yeah,
48s.
he's running
I always
around
thought
back
that'd be
by yellow
interesting.
cars. Yeah, back by yellow
Try it
cars, two
out.
of them. One's coming in double doors. Oh. Shut up, bitch.
How do you spell that,
Trucking with
if you don't
Selena.
mind? Jason, are you talking about Selena's gaming name?
That's Dawson's.
It's Dustin?
Yeah, he opened it. It was open and it was upside down right here, like leaking into the couple and stuff. Like cleaned it up earlier.
That's so good. It's been sitting out.
Yeah. How do you spell fish taco?
What?
What's your fish taco name? X fish, X
fish.
taco?
X fish, X taco, X. Little X, big fish, little X, big taco, little X.
Yeah, she's on Xbox. You can find her. Have I ever done flatbed? Yeah, we've done some flatbed, and I used to haul equipment like forklifts and front end loaders and all that kind of stuff for Ahern Rentals, based out of Las Vegas. I'd haul them on a Landau trailer, chaining, strapping, all that kind of stuff. But I hauled a lot of equipment and all that kind of stuff back in the day, and all the scissor lifts and all that kind of stuff. And I did that for some time. It sucked. The work wasn't bad, but the pay sucked.
What's that? Where you go live? YouTube? Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, there it is. She put it up. Anybody want to join in with her on Xbox or PlayStation or whatever? There you go. What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
All right, man. What's going on?
Oh, same old shit.
What up, X? What up, baby daddy?
What's that?
What's up, baby daddy?
Hey, how you doing, Selena? Oh, geez.
So Jason Trucker just sent a friend request.
Okay, I didn't get it. Oh, maybe I did. I don't know.
What's up, man? As soon as you get home, you got to crack a beer?
What's his name on
Okay.
Xbox?
Yeah.
Every day.
What's his name on Xbox?
It's my medicine.
Yeah. It's your elixir? It's your snake oil?
Yeah. How
Jason
about
Trucker,
you?
what's your name on Xbox?
Hey, sit down.
What's
Yeah,
up?
I'm sitting here drinking too.
Where are you? Who are you? Who was asking me to add you?
What, are you home for a couple days?
Yeah, I got to leave out first thing in the morning, probably about 6 a.m.
Oh,
You did?
really?
Yeah, we're here in Lubbock, and then I got to go up to Lincoln, Nebraska, South Sioux City, Nebraska, and then over by Chicago.
Wow.
But it's $7,000. So
What is it? About a week?
no, I just take 4 days.
Oh, 4 days?
Yep.
Oh, there you go. That's cool.
Yeah, I leave out tomorrow. I deliver the first two I deliver in Lincoln, Nebraska, and South Sioux City, Nebraska on Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
And then I got to go over by Chicago, and that's like almost 500 miles away from my second drop in
Wow.
South Sioux City. And I got to go over there and drop on Wednesday morning first thing, and then Wednesday morning load done, $7,000.
Come home, huh?
Well, no, then I'll get another load out of that area right there, and then typically I take a load here out of Texas, go up there, do my drops, and then he works me back so I can get back.
Yeah, because you really don't want to drive empty. When you leave, you want to have a load, huh?
Yeah, he works me back. Mainly here out of Texas is where I get all my money. So
Yeah.
I take a load here out of Texas, go up and do my thing, and then he works me back with some other loads. It might take a couple, 3 loads to work me back to Texas, and then I get another high dollar load here out of Texas and go out again.
There you go.
Yeah.
How's the truck going? Good now?
It's good now.
Yeah.
Mechanically, it's straight.
Right.
As long as it keeps running.
Yeah.
Show everybody him.
Oh,
That's good.
Do it.
yeah. Here's Selena's. Here, you can be a part of our life. This is Selena's ex-husband.
My
Oh.
kid, my baby
I
daddy.
don't. I can't be on TV now.
Well, you just did.
Oh, well, I'm going to jail.
That's Selena's baby daddy.
2 of them.
Drinking it up. Hell yeah.
I'm glad to hear the truck's doing good. 'Cause
Yeah, it's getting better.
That's your money maker right there.
Hell yeah.
I'll shake
Yeah.
him. Jeremy will shake his moneymaker.
I'll shake my moneymaker. It's all
Well,
right.
you do whatever, yeah, you do whatever you got to do.
I'll do what I gotta do.
I want to see Chris. I want to see my baby daddy dance in his fucking tidy whities on the fucking door of a truck out in front of his house again.
He probably don't even remember that.
You were pole dancing on the truck door in your tidy
Oh, that
whities.
was on a fucking whiskey night. Hey, what's she eating?
He's I'm out. Don't fuck this shit, I'm out.
Drop it. Drop it.
It's kind of nice.
We all get along.
Yeah, Selena's ex. I mean, you guys have been broke up since what?
I don't know, 27. 2007,
27.
27.
2007 they broke up and everything. That we've all moved on, gotten older, and all this kind of shit. And actually, his name's Chris. He actually
And
likes.
actually get along.
Yeah, we actually get along. And then,
Wow.
from what I understand, Chris actually likes me a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris actually is very fond of me.
yeah.
But you didn't like Danny much, did you?
No, Danny's a pussy.
I was gonna drive my truck to his house when I first found out, but
He's a butterfly catcher.
you know what? Actually, he really don't talk like you do. I mean, shit like that. You know, I mean, you'll sit and have beers and shit like that. He never really was like that. You know.
Nah, he was.
Well,
a
nah,
quiet
like
little
when me and
faggot.
Selena first met, and I come over to the house, and I was picking up the boys or whatever it was and stuff, and we'd sit out on the porch and drink beers and shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
doing
You're
a
like,
live feed.
I can relate to this
Fuck you.
fucker. This guy's all right. He's just a working dude. He's doing the same shit.
You know,
It must suck to be
Yeah.
an ugly fucking cunt.
hopefully
The legion of unfuckables.
we ain't gotta work too much longer.
Nah,
I'm done with this shit. 55. I'm done.
no, this working thing is for the birds, man.
Hopefully, if everything goes good.
But I get half.
Okay, you got it.
No, you were 6 months late. Sorry.
I wasn't.
Hey, whatever you want.
No, I don't. I'm just fucking with you.
I know.
That was a scary moment for me that some chick told me she was 6 months late. I was like, what?
6 months late with a fucking 3-year-old.
And she's walking around with a beach ball in her stomach and everything, going, "Oh, I'm 6 months late." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I only met you 2 months ago, bitch.
I'm like, "I only banged you 2 months ago. What are you talking about?"
Hey, Selena.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I've been working with Rick lately, Newton, and Dustin and Huff got the same birthday.
They do?
Yeah, Huff and Dustin was their birthdays was on the same day.
Who are you banging?
What, Huff is only 25?
No, Huff, David Huffer.
I know.
Awkward conversation.
I didn't know he was born the same day as Dustin.
I guess, yeah, his birthday was the same day as Dustin's.
I mean, him, Cody, Dustin, they all got the same birthday, huh? Fucking Timmy's been fucking him too, huh?
Yeah.
The hell?
Well, Cody's same birthday, but 1 year apart.
Well, yeah, 1 year apart, and Huff's like fucking.
1 year older. Yeah.
Huff's like 40 years apart.
we went to the geisha house. We went to that geisha house for the birthdays.
Oh, was it good?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Did you have sushi? No.
No. I had steak and lobster and shit like that.
Sushi's good, bro.
I know. I just ain't. I ain't got tough enough to try it yet.
You should try some spicy tuna dipped in fucking soy sauce. That shit's good.
Yeah.
It don't even taste
He's all,
like raw
yeah.
fish. No, seriously. No, seriously.
Yeah, that whole sushi thing, yeah.
No,
okay.
like but the spicy tuna rolls, you can't even tell that it's raw fish. It just tastes fucking yummy. Like,
Yeah.
don't get the kind with the fish on top. Get it with the fish inside, and it don't taste like raw fish. It's good.
Well, I'm taking your advice, but I don't think I'll overdo it.
Well, like if somebody ever orders it, just try one. You know what I mean? Like you'll be surprised.
I'll probably try it. Just try it.
Like the spicy tuna is very good. I promise you. I'm like not into that
Well-
super raw fish stuff, but the spicy tuna, I can eat that. I can eat like fucking 4 rolls of that
Okay,
shit.
so Selena had the same hang up about sushi when we met.
Uh-huh.
And I took her to the sushi places around town and everything, sat her down. And at first she was only ordering the
Like-
shit that was only cooked and everything.
Like
Like, I don't want to eat
shrimp
that
and
raw
stuff.
fish, fuck all that and everything. Finally turned her on to some of it,
Yeah,
and
spicy tuna.
like try this, try that. And I showed her the ways to try it and everything and got her into trying raw fish, sushi.
Right.
And all of a sudden she's like the sun came up for the first time.
Yeah,
She's like,
like-
holy shit. I mean,
Spicy tuna.
50 million Japs can't be wrong. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, I've just
but-
never tried it.
But spicy tuna, it doesn't taste like raw fish.
Right.
It actually tastes good. It's like a mush inside
did I
the
say
roll
something bad
with
by
the,
not saying Japanese?
it's like mush with the rice on the outside, white
Mine
rice
get-
on the outside, and you can't.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste raw.
Rolls. Sushi
It's
rolls.
sushi rolls. I'm just telling him what it's like, but it doesn't taste raw.
Yeah, isn't that the shit with the sticky rice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all like ground up, like kind of like hamburger.
Yeah, they mush it up.
Gotcha.
But
Spicy tuna.
But you dip it in some soy sauce and eat it with some, like, put some wasabi in there and make it a little bit spicy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't taste raw. It doesn't taste like raw fish. It tastes really good. Like, you should just try it sometime.
I mean, I guess if we ever go back to Vegas,
yeah, if you
and
go
we
to
could
Vegas,
take Chris with us and make him try some of it.
Yeah, I want it, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll show you how to try it, and
Yeah,
then you'll be like,
If you guys ever do come back to this shithole,
Yeah.
we'll go try it.
there you go.
yeah, but like, yeah, it doesn't taste raw. I promise.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to eat it. I mean, I would, but it doesn't taste raw, though. I promise.
Hey, Dustin wasn't too fond of that geisha house place.
Well, I didn't think he would. I didn't know why it was fucking his birthday dinner.
Yeah, Brent said that too, that like he barely even
Well,
ate
no,
anything.
we're going. I wanted to go there too, but it was the whole family thing. But he wants to go to Olive Garden.
Yeah, take him to Olive Garden. Yeah, he'll
But
like
you know
that.
what? We're gonna go tonight, but you know what? The dude stays out at the bar drinking, and he just sleeps. So.
Well, yeah, and then Brent said that fucking Dustin once moved back to Vegas, and I was like, I don't know why.
That's what I ran into Chris and them at the parts store. I had to get some shit at the parts store earlier, and I ran into him. He's like, "Oh yeah, Dustin's saying that he was wanting to move back." I go, "That's not a good idea at all, because he's been at the bar."
Well, yeah, I'm sure he's missing hanging out with friends.
Yeah, but you know what? Missing out with friends and doing the right things, two different things, dude. Because his lifestyle here ain't nothing.
Well, the only way to make him grow up is if you don't give him a place to live if he moves back.
Yeah, don't let him come back to the trailer.
Like, he's got to fucking get a job at McDonald's and figure it out with his friends or whatever.
Well, I'd have to get him back in the union somehow.
Well, no, he's got to figure it out for himself. If he wants to do that shit, if he's got to do that shit, he's got to figure it out for himself. Otherwise, he'll be living in your house or my house forever. And you know what? He's a grown up. He needs to go on his own.
But I think there's better opportunities for him in Texas than here.
Oh yeah, he's doing good at our job.
Yeah, there's better and more opportunities in Texas than there is here.
Yeah, you can't let him have a place to live and all that. He's got to figure it out if he's gonna come there. You know what I mean?
Well, pretty soon I'm not gonna have too many places, because here pretty soon I'm getting rid of that one on the corner.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean, though? It's like,
Yeah.
you can't give him the ability to sit there and take advantage, because that's all he does everywhere.
Right. I know.
And,
Well,
and as long as we keep making it easy for him to do fucking fuck off, he's never
Right.
gonna leave your house or mine. And that's bullshit. We all got lives to live, he needs to go live his own life.
Well, he needs to get his life going. That's what he
Yeah,
needs
he's
to do.
25 years old. He needs to grow the fuck up and learn how to fucking take care of himself.
Yeah, I know.
I had 2 kids and a husband, and we had a house by the time I was 25.
I like talking to him so much better when he's out there, because he's not in bars all night long or this and that and shit. You know what I mean?
He gets up, he goes to work.
I gotta grab a beer real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I gotta grab a
I
beer.
gotta get a beer too. You want a beer?
Oh wait, I was showing the wrong. Everybody wants to see how you looked in your TikTok pants. There you go. Booty.
Oh, you didn't put those in the freezer? What the fuck?
Well, they should be plenty cold by now. The last one I had was out of the fridge. It was fine.
I almost hit my head in the freezer. That would suck.
It'd be funny you knock yourself out. You just laid out back there in your yoga pants, and I just sit here and film it. Oh, what happened to you? Oh, that sucks. Big booty.
Taking advantage of me because I'm fucking buzzed.
Yeah, she's all buzzed up.
Talking about my baby daddy about bullshit.
Talking to her baby daddy. Having drama.
Drama.
Drama. I'm just letting this flow because it's usually a hoot to listen to. How Selena's ex, they get to talking
Well,
and
yeah,
it's
because we got like
hilarious.
20 years of history,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
they got together, what, in 96?
Yeah,
1996.
Yeah,
She got together with her ex when she was only 16 years old.
yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
like 42, so that's
Now
a
she's
long,
42, so there's a lot of history there. It's actually hilarious to let them start talking and roll out their conversation.
especially now that we get along.
Yeah, especially now. It used to be like pretty brutal, and now it's hilarious that we're all older now, and it's just funny. And then he actually likes me, and that the kids are out here
Do I
living.
gotta leave?
I was trucking in Texas. It's actually good. American Truck Simulator. You know, people ask me if I ever play this American Truck Simulator, the trucking simulation games.
20
It's like,
bucks is
no.
20 bucks, bro.
I drive truck, so I have no
So who's
desire
gonna
to
lead?
actually drive more on a simulator. You know what I mean?
Who's the leader? Who's gonna leave?
It'd be like being a Navy
Who's
SEAL,
gonna leave?
and you go to war and you shoot people, and you come home and you go, you got to play this, you got to play Call of Duty and
Who's the
shoot
leader?
people.
The
It's
leader
like,
gets the
nah,
society,
I
who leaves?
don't need. I've seen the real thing. I don't need to. I mean, it's a
Motherfucker Mike? Who the fuck
it's a
has
bad
that?
comparison, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It's like, no, I don't need to drive more truck when I'm home. I'd rather, you know, people that are playing truck simulator games, typically they're not truck drivers, so it's easy to go and do that.
Five.
I could see it being a novel little comical thing for a minute, but thought your dad was just getting a beer, dude.
Yeah, it's right here.
Straight up disappeared.
Still looks like Grandma Connie lives there.
Hey, what? Hey, what? Have you talked to Dustin about getting a CDL or something?
No, he don't want to drive.
He tried to bring that up to me one night about driving truck and stuff like that. Like, oh man, I could drive truck too. I'm all, okay. And I laid it all out flat for him about what he'd have to do.
Yeah.
Like, go get your CDL, go to trucking school, all these things, and that I could train you and we could do all this and whatever. And by the end of the conversation, like, I'm like, but you're awake at all hours.
Yeah.
You got to be ready to work 80 to 100 hours a week
That motherfucker
and
got
do all
a
these things.
much.
And all of a sudden, you saw him just fading down that seat. He's like, oh, never mind. He want nothing to do with it. Like, you ready to go work?
Did y'all kick me?
You ready for that alarm to go off at 1 a.m. and you got to go do this? And then, you know, even though you can't work more than 70 hours in a week legally, but that never fits. You know what I mean? Like, typically I'm working 80 to 100 hours a week because I'm always working on the truck. I'm always doing this, doing that, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the hours you actually record are never actually what you do.
Mike's gone.
I mean, you saw it,
Walt's gone.
like his 40 hours is hard enough. You know what I mean? He's like, never mind.
I'm trying to get him into, like when I got him in the union. Go, Dustin, you got to work day shift, night shift, swing, all different shifts. You got to get up, all. It's crazy, just like your shit. I mean, it's different shifts.
Yeah.
All the time. But you got to want it to have it. You got to want it to make the money.
Yep. No, and that's the thing of anybody can relate work ethic and stuff like that. That
There's Bootylicious.
it's something that's kind of been lost along the way of working all the hours, all the shifts, you know, doing whatever you got to do just to bring home your paycheck kind of shit. And it's like, I used to work, even when I just had jobs, I had times where I worked 3 jobs and all that kind of stuff, just
Be my friend.
piling it up. I worked
And
40 or 50 hours at my main job, another 20 at another job, and then find something else on the side that I worked another 10 or 20 or something like that. You know what I mean? It was just
Yeah.
like, it's
Yes.
just the way it was. And
Yeah, I hear you.
seems to be something that's been lost over time of
Yeah, it says you're not my friend.
working a schedule like that. Nobody seems to understand.
Friend.
Just
Yeah.
like, I don't want to work more than 40 hours a week. What are you talking
I
about?
don't. Yeah, I don't like my schedule sometimes, but I got to do it.
It shows they're not even on though. Oh,
But
she's not my
I hear
friend,
ya.
so. That's rude.
all
What
good.
time is it there? You're like 2 hours ahead. Huh?
2 hours ahead.
Okay.
I don't have a clock right in front of me. I don't know.
No, it's like nine.
9?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figure I'll be up at like 4 or 5 in the morning. I gotta go get my truck, and then I gotta do about 100 miles to go pick up my load, and from there I gotta get up to Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, for a
Yeah.
early Tuesday morning drop. So about, the route I'm gonna go is about 850 miles,
Yeah.
split over 2 days, so
Yeah.
easy run.
You just sleep right in your truck, huh?
Yeah, you got a bed right in the truck. I actually, sucks to say it, but I actually sleep better in the truck.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
He sleeps running in the truck with I'm there.
Now, when we were running the truck together and we shared a bunk, yeah, I'd be a goddamn zombie. I'd pass out like crazy. But I gotta admit, the mattress, the bed I got in the truck is so soft and comfy. It's like memory foam and everything.
Right.
Look at that face.
Well, you're losing out, Selena.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one. I could be rude right now. I'm not gonna be.
What do you work for the same trucking company as Jeremy does, but in the office?
Yeah, I'm safety and compliance.
Safety,
Oh, okay.
compliance. She's doing IT work, all kinds of stuff. Yeah,
And then that's the same place Dustin's working.
Yeah.
Yep, he works out in the yard.
Cause Jeremy don't want me in the truck no more.
Uh-huh.
He's a yard dog.
Yeah, pretty much. He's doing
learning how to
doing
work on the
mechanical
trailers,
work.
though.
He's getting brought into the mechanical
He's
side of
learning
it,
how to do the brakes and the
working
airbags
on
and
trucks,
working on reefers.
trailers, all that stuff, and
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's learning actual mechanic stuff. Like he would do good to stay in Texas.
I know. Yeah, I know he would.
no, honestly, what he's doing right now with all of his mechanical work he's learning, that what he learns right now, and I've tried to tell him this because he's not making much money, but he's learning, and what he could do.
Well, you can't. You're not going to make much money when you're doing something that you don't know how to do.
Well, exactly.
You know.
He bases everything that he's doing on what he made in the union. He's like,
No, dude, you can't do that.
you can't do that. And I told him, I go, dude, no, you got to make your wages right now so you get your experience up.
Cyber.
So when you go to actually apply for a job as a mechanic,
We can keep doing cyber.
what's up, Garrett? No, but
Jeremy, he can't complain anyways because we juiced him into the union anyway.
I know that's the thing. He
Shit
got,
like that.
He didn't earn it.
yeah, he didn't earn it. He got hand fed. He got spoon fed by you guys.
So
But he has this
doesn't
impression
appreciate
like every job should pay 30 something an hour, even though that union job he fucked off and didn't show up. You know what I mean?
His boss, I remember his boss Angelo called me, and I'm running another job, and he called me and he goes, "Hey Chris, what do you want me to do with your kid, dude? I might have to lay him off, dude, but I want to talk to you first." I go, "Angelo, you do what you got to do."
Well, I told Dustin, because he was all talking about, like, my dad could get me back in the union. I'll be pulling paper, but he doesn't want to be a paper hanger. He wants to be a fucking painter.
Well, look, the thing of it is, he's a fucking apprentice at the time, and he does what he's told, and he needed help.
Well,
and
yeah,
that's
he
what
needed
happened.
help. He needed help, but he is in the painter's apprenticeship, and he said all he was doing was fucking pulling paper. He's not learning how to paint. And if he's gonna be a painter, well, if he's gonna be in the union,
When
he has to
you're
have a
an
rounded education. He has to be rounded. It can't
When
be
you're
just
an
one thing.
apprenticeship, you do it all.
Well, yeah, you do it all, but he says he wasn't doing it all. He was only doing paper.
No, he wasn't. He worked for us for almost a year.
Yeah, out of how many years apprenticeship? I mean, when I was in my 5-year apprenticeship, I did like fucking 20 different things. It's like, but if you're only doing one thing, like I got fucking pigeonholed into the shop welding.
See, your union, your
No. But I got pigeonholed into doing welding in the shop. So all I could do was weld in the shop. I was never out in the field. They never put me out there. I don't know how to do all the stuff that I'm supposed to know how to do. That's the thing. He said he was fucking pulling paper all the fucking time and he wasn't getting to do anything else.
He wasn't pulling paper. He was bullshitting you. He pulled paper the least amount of time that he was working with me and Charlie. He was on me and Charlie's crew, and then an apprentice quit Angelo, and Angelo needed an apprentice to pull
Right, yeah.
paper. So I
Yeah.
said, Dustin, you know what? The best thing to do, he already had the masking down. We were having them spraying. We were having them rolling. I go, dude, learn the paper hanging too, because if there ain't no painting, if you know paper hanging, you're never going to be out of work.
Right.
Yeah, serious.
Well, like,
So-
but like Dustin never had to work for any of it. You know, you guys juiced him in. I had to get into the union, and I had to fucking make a name for myself and be a welder. Like if I came back to Vegas right now, and I'm a fucking known as a fucking welder, I could go out and get a job as a welder. But fucking Dustin, but I fucking had to earn that shit. Dustin didn't have to earn that shit.
No, we got it, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I went to work every fucking day. I felt bad when I took my 1 week vacation to go to Europe with my mom.
Yeah.
Like I never even called in sick, ever.
Me neither.
Well, but Dustin, he gets handed all this shit and he doesn't fucking appreciate none of it.
Well, we're just trying to get him I wanted to get him going.
Well, yeah, but he has to learn how to do it on his own.
I
Just
know,
like
but
we
you know
did.
what? I know. We handed it to him, but he wasn't appreciated of it.
Exactly, because he didn't earn it, because it was handed to him.
Right?
Well, and now he needs to fucking learn how to fucking gain that shit on his own without nobody's help.
I understand, but I was just trying to help the kid out to fucking get going in life and have a career.
You know, and some kids could handle that, but he's
Look
not
what
one of
happened
those
to me.
kids.
They got me in.
Well, yeah, but he's
Selena?
not one of those kids that can just fucking, you know, appreciate what he's handed and fucking earn and learn. No, he's a fucking, you know, he takes it for granted because it was just handed to him and that he can do whatever he wants and never has to worry about it.
That kind of burns your ass, don't it, a little?
It fucking does, because I fucking had to do everything I did all on my own.
Well, I know, but I mean, I
never missed a fucking day, and I never
I know,
did that
but
shit.
this is burning your ass a little, I see.
Yeah, it is. You know why? Because I'm fucking having to have that motherfucker live in my house when he's 25 fucking years old, when I need to be walking around my house fucking naked, but I can't because I got two kids. I got two kids. One's 25 and the other can't get off the fucking video game.
Hey, don't get mad. Jeremy, can I talk to you? Buddy.
Go ahead, lay these snakes out straight.
I don't have a fucking toddler at home. I got two fucking grown ass kids who can't fucking live on their goddamn own. Yeah.
He's all, wait.
Speechless.
Jeremy, can I just talk to you for a minute? How about this?
Yeah. And
Got
he's not gonna tell you
this
anything
quacking
different.
broad over here. She's just going
He's
off.
not gonna tell you anything different.
I got this chick over here just barking my ear off.
I want to fucking.
I
eat
need
my
to talk to
I
another
wanna eat
guy
my
for a
wife's
minute.
box every night, and I can't because we got two fucking kids that won't fucking grow up and fucking leave the house when they're fucking grown ups.
Well, okay. Then
Whoa,
why don't you
whoa,
get on
whoa.
Brett says he's 19. Brett needs to go off and start doing something
He
too.
needs to do fucking something.
Huh? You know, you're all over Dustin now. There's two of them now.
Well, I just said one won't get off the fucking video game, and the other won't fucking get a job and get his own fucking place.
Yeah.
I said I fucking didn't leave nobody out. Trust me.
No, I've already had.
Hey.
What?
Whatever I can do to help, I will. Hey, I'm not trying to be the bad guy here, Selena.
No,
No, you're not. I'm just
I've
frustrated.
actually had many talks with Dustin about improving his situation,
Fucking
and even
saving
about where he's
money.
at. You know, because he has this sense of entitlement, like with the union. Yeah, I used to make $31 an hour or whatever.
Well, you screwed that up.
Yeah, you fucked that off. So
Guess what? You get to
guess
make
what?
14 bucks
Now
an
you're
hour.
down
bitch.
here with the rest of us fucking
Hey,
dregs, just
hey.
like me.
He'd still be working right now. He'd still be working.
But he's too worried about hanging out with his friends and going to the bar, even though they're worried about fucking their wives.
That was more important. Exactly. You know what? I don't like my job sometimes. I don't like going to work every day, but I have to.
Nobody
Right.
likes their job.
You know?
Nobody likes to go to work.
Well, sometimes
What's
I
up,
do.
Taylor?
We have fun at work sometimes.
Well,
but-
some days, but not all days.
I know.
No, there's the general thing is like what Dustin puts off is a sense of entitlement that, like, I deserve this. I shouldn't have to work for it. You know what I mean?
Like, he thinks he should make $20 an hour to do shit he
He's
don't know how to do.
doing his wages right now. He's constantly making the comparison to what he made in the union.
Well, you can't do that. 'cause
You can't do that. You had a very special situation with the union where he, like you said, he got juiced in. So
Well, and even the money he was making in there, he didn't know enough to be making that kind of money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So he can't have that mentality.
Well, that's like even when I was a journeyman. because they put me in the shop for fucking 5 years. I don't know enough to be a journeyman out in the field.
Yeah.
And I know that for a fact. I mean, even though I'm a journeyman, I'll make that much money. But
Yeah,
I don't,
if you're only stuck in one spot, it is hard.
yeah, it is. You know, I got pigeonholed into knowing a little bit of all the shit I was supposed to know. I know like fucking 50% of what I should know.
Yeah.
Well, and everybody makes a comparison to the union. I've never had that union job. I've
Yeah,
never
that's
made those
special.
wages. I had to work my way up. I do, you know, hauling fuel tankers and all that kind of bullshit
Right.
and all this stuff that I've done over the years. And now, you know, owning my own trucks and all this kind of shit that I had to do whatever it took. I didn't have anybody, you know, like the union has, you know, you have like a whole thing of filing your grievance and all this kind of shit. And it's like, no, I didn't have none of that.
Right.
I had to go out and work and pound it out. Did I make overtime? No, like all the time I hauled fuel tankers. It was all straight time. I could work 80 hours a week and it was all straight time. I didn't get time and a half. I didn't get double time. Hell, I barely even had benefits most of the time. But when people sit there and gripe about their union job, and it's like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, man. I live out here.
You're better off now with your own truck and shit.
Yeah, if I'm an owner op and I'm making money,
But you got to work your way up to it.
you got to
Dude,
work your way up and
helpers-
save your money and buy your own truck and do your own thing. But the thing is, all the guys in the union, you got to understand, they're out there making these wages, right? But
yeah, that's fucking unique.
who do you work for? You say you work for the union, like Selena worked for Bombard. The boss of Bombard, the guy who owned Bombard, how much was he making?
Oh,
He was a fucking millionaire. You guys are, you know, union guys are making, I make $40 an hour and I'm doing so great. Yeah, you're doing great in a way, but
It's unique.
you don't
situation.
own it. You don't
No,
have
no,
any
you don't
investment
own
in it. You're not
But
making,
you know what? When I'm 55, I'll draw my shit and I'll be done.
yeah.
I don't want to fucking work till I'm 65, 70, you know, shit like that.
No, and how many dudes they'll work till they're 70 because they got nothing else and they're just waiting on their payout, as
Right.
opposed to me owning my own trucks and stuff. Say, I go out and make millions more dollars over the course of that period of time because I did it for myself, not because I was in the union. It's a
Right.
switch
So
off.
That's just different. That's different people too. I mean,
Yeah, like
I was brought up joining the union, working union. You know, it's different people.
yeah. No, I'm saying the thing with me
And,
is,
but with you, with owning your own truck,
Oh no.
here pretty soon, why can't you have 2 trucks and have people haul for you and you make money?
yeah, I get people working for me, which is the same equivalent of you have employees. Well, who are the employees of these contractors that are hiring people in the union? The union is actually your employees. You own the business.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
By owning my own trucks and I make the money that I make, as opposed to being an employee, because that's the big difference is being an employee or being the owner. Which way you want to go?
Right.
Now with the owner takes on a lot more risk because he owns the business and he's got to pay all the wages and he's got to do all this shit. But
Oh no, he's by
on
double
the flip
doors.
side,
2 of us in front
do
of
you want to
double
make
doors.
your
Green.
$90,000 a
He's
year? Or
right
do you want to
the
make
right.
millions a
As soon as
year?
you come through the double doors, he's
Right,
hiding
right.
with the green.
The guys that work in
He's
the
over
union
right
think
now.
making their
Just
$100
shut
grand
the
a
doors.
year is great.
There you go. There's 2
And
of
I'm
us
going
right
to get
there
my
if you wanna
pension
grab
and I'm
us.
going to get my benefits and all this
I'm
kind of
just gonna
shit.
take my
But the
body
guy
and
that
there's
owns
no
the
being
company and
people.
he's making
If you wanna
millions a
grab us.
year, he's
Right.
laughing at all of you. It's kind of
Well,
it's a shitty way to put it. I get that.
Well, that's just other people's fucking way of fucking. That's everyone's different, dude.
Yeah, and that's
And
where
I've got fucking almost 40,000 hours in, and why would I get out of it now? Fuck that.
yeah, you're in it. Wait for your money. You know, if you're willing to go do that. Like me, I couldn't ever handle. Like me, I wanted to own my own business and be independent. That was my thing.
Right.
I've worked jobs throughout my life, and as soon as I had a chance, I broke off and went independent for myself.
Yeah, Ambrosia, you're
Yeah.
killing it.
That was always my thing. I didn't want to work for somebody else. I wanted to have my own thing. Other guys are perfectly content being workers for a company. Whether you union or not, you know, you're still an employee to that company or that union or whatever it is. It was just,
Right.
that was never my gig. I just
Well,
didn't want that.
you drove truck mostly your whole life.
Right? That's
Yeah,
taking
20,
place.
24 years now, yeah.
24 years. That's what you did for 24 years. Well, all I done was paint for fucking most of my life. That's all I know.
Yeah,
So-
and there's
I haven't heard it.
both ways. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody knows what they want to do and what level they want to go at.
But with you owning your own truck, that's, you know what? Fuck working for someone else. You do your own thing. It's your shit.
Well, like when you first got to know me, I was hauling fuel tankers and I was working at a job.
Yeah.
That was just a job, and I was making my paycheck, and I got my benefits, and that was fine.
Right.
But I did it until I didn't have to anymore, because my thing was always to move on to the next level again. You know what I mean? I've gone out and bought my trucks before. It failed. I fell down. I went back to a job. Then, as soon as I got enough money up to go do something else, I went and bought another truck, and I went my own way. It was just,
Right.
you know, and they fail. Sometimes they fail. Other guys, they don't experience that failure. You know, they
Yeah.
get their first. They say they buy their first truck, and they succeed, and just move on from there. And they move on to being self-employed. They own their own business, and they go on to make that money. Me, I had to go through it a couple times now, where I got a truck, it took a shit, I failed. I went back to a job, but then I just built up enough to get my own truck again so I could be self-employed again. I didn't want to have a job, you know?
Right.
Some guys are perfectly happy with that. Some guys need to just work a job. Other guys, they want to be independent and be on their own and build up their own shit. So
Oh no, he's just jumping out.
Yeah.
His cubicle's going double doors.
everybody's
That
different,
machine's going to be.
Yeah.
and
No,
there's
that's all good.
there's no fault in either way. That's the thing that people don't understand. There's no fault if you want to be independent and go on your own.
It's
Open your.
all in what you want. in
It's all in
life.
what you want. That's
That's
all it
it.
is.
Yeah.
I don't want to be an employee. That's my
Right.
main thing. I just
Yeah.
I want to own my own business and do my own thing, and that's what I keep going for.
And that's what you're doing right now, right?
And that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
I got my own truck. I'm doing my own thing. I contract with people and stuff like that. Yeah, there's no security in it, but the security comes from relying on yourself, not relying on.
You make it happen.
I make it happen. I don't wait for, say, you know, like I said, there's no fault in that, but it's like I don't wait on the union to make it happen. I don't wait on my employer to sign my paycheck. I go and make my own money and do
No,
my
I
own thing.
think that I think that's great what you're doing. That's great. But that's just I'm not into that. I'm into something different.
Yeah, everybody's got their own thing. That's the
Right.
thing. That's a big.
But
that's-
actually, you guys make fucking a shit ton of money driving a truck. That's cool. That's good.
As of right now, because we had the truck down for a while, it was getting, you know, mechanically, it was taking a shit, and we took a big nosedive for a while. Now it's
Right.
coming. Now it's coming back up. That
Yeah.
when guys brag about their paychecks, like I'm making 1,500 or 2,000 a week. Well, now I'm back in a position.
You
I'm,
make like 10 grand.
I'm making 7,000 a week.
Right.
Now that 7 grand ain't every week, but it's like on
Right.
average, if I'm making 7 grand a week and a guy's bragging about his $1,500 a week paycheck,
Yeah.
I go to my job and I make 1,500 a week. Well, that's good. It's cool. Nothing wrong with that. But if someone's not in the position where they feel that, you know, there's truck drivers, just compare truck drivers. There's a truck driver out there making 1,500 a week on his
Are
paycheck,
you talking shit
working
about
for
me, Strippy?
FedEx
Being
or
a
something like
truck
that, right?
Yeah.
He's got a good job, he has benefits, and
I
he
heard
brings
something
home
about a
decent
truck
money
driver.
every week. Good. That's good for you. If that's what you want, then that's what you do. Personally, that's not what I
Went
want.
inside 8,
Yeah.
and he's going
I
up
want
the
to have my own
stairs.
business. I want to do what I want to do. And that's the big
No.
that's the big
fine.
difference between being an employee or being independent.
Right.
Being
Oh,
independent
underneath the stairs at B.
comes with added risk and everything that you're not getting fed your paycheck every week. You got to go out and make that money for yourself and be self-reliant. And
Oh, yeah.
and you got to take care of yourself. Ain't nobody else coming to your
One.
rescue. There ain't no
Yeah,
company
okay.
there ain't no company or union backing you up going, oh shit, man, you know.
He
Right.
was underneath stairs going up.
But then
to
too, how many times have I seen guys in the union that get laid off?
They're fucking every day.
Every day. And it's like, I saw that
Yeah,
happen.
there he is.
I saw
Oh,
that happen
yeah.
with the Teamsters and all that kind of shit too, where they go to work for a few months strong and they're making
Straight
money,
down
and
bottom
all of a
of the
sudden
stairwell.
they get laid off and they're off.
You know how many people don't like the union and because they don't fucking work. They work, like I said, a few months and then they're off.
You
They
got
work a little bit,
snitched out
then
like
they're
a bitch in prison,
Yeah,
right?
it's just that to me just
Fuck you, bitch.
never
Nobody
appealed
asked
to
you.
me. I couldn't do it.
Right. No, I hear ya.
That was not my bag.
Oh, not a lot of people like it. No.
Yeah, probably, because I ain't never
I'm
did it.
grateful because of the people I know.
That sounds bad.
That's my whole deal.
I never played Minecraft. That's fucking little kid.
No, and you got a tight thing. Same thing when I can go back to the best times I ever had in
I'm
trucking
too old for that
as
shit.
an employee or
I'm
when
too
I
old
hauled
for that
fuel.
shit.
The fuel tanker community was highly in
I'm
demand.
42.
And if you
Right.
went out and turned the hours, like I said, I work 70 to 80 hours a week hauling fuel. And it was nonstop, days, nights,
Oh,
rotating
he's cubicle?
shifts, all that kind of
There's a
shit.
dude in that
But
cubicle, he's gonna go
As an
right now,
employee, I
down
made
there.
enough money
Right
to
there, right
provide
there.
for my family.
Yeah.
And that's what worked for me. But
Cleaning cubicles?
over time,
Yeah.
things started happening where I saw things, same thing as guys in the union or guys in the Teamsters and all this kind of shit, that
Mm-hmm.
they were getting laid off. All of a sudden, their incomes were cut drastically, all this kind of stuff.
Oh,
And it was just like, that's not for me. This is not
right.
this is not the end all be all game plan that I can have. You know, it's like I gotta do something else. You know, I
Yeah,
wanna
there's
work
Oh,
for
three,
myself.
two or
No,
three
you're-
in cubicle that.
You're smart,
keep
dude.
getting by.
You know how to make money.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. You know your shit on the fucking trucking. You know. No, I ain't got nothing. You're. That's great.
No, like I say, it's the difference between what, and that, like I said, there's no shaming on anybody's end because I've had people that have their jobs and they make X amount of money and it's stable, and they're downing on me like crazy. Like, what the fuck are you doing your own thing for? Just go get a job at this place and make a paycheck doing this every month.
Why? Yeah.
Like they're-
Yeah.
What? And yeah, but if you're doing the right, you're doing what you're doing
Open the
good.
door, Tig.
Why-
Open the
why-
door, Tig.
Yeah, everybody's got their own path. That's the thing.
Oh,
Right?
fuck.
There's
There
people
it
that
is.
there's people that
Fucking
want to be
right people.
employees, and there's other people that
two
got
of
to
us
do
in
their own
people.
thing, and that's really the biggest.
Right.
That's the biggest separator of that whole thing. You got employees that just want to make their paycheck and get their benefits, and they want to go home and have their weekends off and drink their beer, you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And there's- actually, in a lot of ways, if I had that kind of stability, I actually envy it
Yeah,
in
what
some
about
ways. You know,
Michael
I want to have my weekends off instead of being out on the road for 2 weeks at a time.
Right.
And you know, it's like, fuck, dude, I'd rather be home. Shit,
Right.
I want to be home every night. But then again, when you have those times when you're banking 7,000 a week, it's
Right.
like, well,
Yeah.
7,000 a week is also kind of cool.
Yeah. No. Fuck yeah. I won't never see that.
Yeah,
But
you
that's
do-
the difference.
You
know,
do
it's just-
good though for
you
the,
do good for what you do.
You
Well,
do
I'm
really
doing
good
it-
more
Nothing
than
wrong
most
with that.
people.
I'm doing it because you know what? I only got to put a little bit more time in, and I'll have a decent. I'll have a decent pension when I'm 55.
Well, you make more than the average citizen. You're like,
No, I get foreman's paying shit, but
well, yeah. Most people make fucking $12 an hour. When you
No, I
make
know.
$40 an hour, you're doing better than most of the population. You're in like the top 80%,
No, he's top 10%.
top 10%. Yeah, you're in
Most
the top
people are
10%.
working menial jobs that don't even offer health insurance and all that kind of
Like-
shit.
right.
Fucking Crystal can afford to go to the grocery store and buy whatever the fuck she wants, and you guys can
Yeah.
still pay your bills.
Yeah.
Most
Well,
people,
well,
most people can't do that.
I don't know. The groceries are going up. So
No
yeah.
shit. I went to the
Yeah.
grocery store.
Truth.
I literally did not buy any food,
Hey,
and it was
Crystal
$115.
Crystal spent like $500 between Costco and Sam's Club before the kids came up, just so we have hella shit here.
Exactly. Yeah,
for the
like
kids.
a fucking pack of bacon costs fucking $11. It used to be $6 like fucking 3 months ago.
Eggs, same
Eggs
price.
is like $9 for the fucking big box of eggs at Walmart, and it used to be $5.
I know. No, it's shitty. It
Yeah,
sucks.
but the fact that you can still buy that shit and it doesn't affect your fucking money to pay your bills.
Yeah,
means
you'll
you're-
still go buy it and absorb it and be like, we're still
Yeah, so
okay.
you won't be able to save as much, but you can still
You know,
afford to
it's
do
a-
it.
It sucks. I know. It cost of living. It sucks. But all I can do is what I can do, and that's it. I'm too old to do something different.
Well,
I gotta
yeah,
keep
I mean,
going.
but you do exceptionally well for the average American. You're in the 90% of what people make. Apart
Yeah,
from
if I-
being
if-
wearing
if
a
I'm
suit
not-
and
if
tie
I'm- if
and
I-
being a CEO at some fucking company.
Right. If
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
get laid off all the time, but I've been pretty fortunate, pretty good at that. I don't get laid off all the time.
Yeah, but your wage though is like fucking quadruple what most people make.
Yeah.
You know, most people can't afford to buy a brand new pickup and fucking whatever they want at Costco and fucking the grocery store.
No, I know.
And still pay their rent and everything else like nothing. So,
I know.
you know, maybe you don't have anything left to save now that fucking all the prices are going up, but you can still afford to do all the shit and live how you want to live.
Oh, I can, and you know what? I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, most
I'm
people.
I'm
The-
doing so much better since I got back painting than working for Sean.
Oh, well, yeah, but like most people in the fucking country right now, they can't even buy groceries. You know, they're fucking living on rice and beans and shit.
Well,
And
most people,
they can't go out and have fucking
you talk
$1,000
about
fucking birthday dinners. You know what I
a
mean?
good wage right now is like $15 an hour.
Yeah, a really good
And
wage.
that just went up not too long ago, probably.
Yeah. Everybody was
Yeah.
scraping for minimum wage, still making $8 an hour. It was like, oh, we'll pay you
Right.
$8 an hour and no benefits for
Right,
like
right.
a lot of
right.
jobs. And now
That's
it's like,
what I
oh, we'll
do.
pay you 15 or $20 an hour.
Well, it's like when we first moved here to Lubbock, my first job was $15 an hour. My second job was $16.50 an hour working
Don't
for
worry,
Amazon.
I'm still
and
in
now I
this.
make $14 an hour.
I'm in it. I'm reading your
Right.
comments. It's all good.
You know, so it's like, you know, you're making triple what I make. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I go to work just the same amount of hours as you do, but I got no health benefits. I gotta pay $600 a month for fucking health benefits, and that's just for me and Jeremy. That's not for the whole family, and it's not just
Right.
covered because I got a job. I actually have to. That's actually a bill, like a car payment.
Well, Dustin and Brent's still covered, though, right?
No, Brent's under your insurance, and Dustin, he's just fucking free in the wind unless he's under your
No,
shit.
no, that's what I'm saying. No, Dustin and Brent's got insurance right now.
Oh yeah, for you, but not for
Yeah.
me.
Oh, Dustin's still on your insurance?
He's on my insurance till he's 26.
Well, then
Huh?
he needs glasses, so that maybe he should fucking order that shit while he's out there.
Yeah, if you got insurance information for him, he wants new glasses
Yeah,
and shit
he
too.
needs
Well,
new
he needs to
glasses.
say something to me. Well, I'm glad you guys said something because
No,
I
he
didn't.
needs new glasses. He hasn't had new glasses since we bought it for him fucking 3 years ago.
Was that
And-
4 years ago?
Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago, and he's fucking he needs new glasses. This
Alright.
shit's so fucked up he can't even see out of them.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I
if
mean-
he ever comes, Selena, if he ever comes out of the bar, we'll
Well-
do something about
Well,
it.
I don't think he knows that he has coverage because when I was working at Amazon, we were banking on me fucking getting insurance so that he could get fucking glasses, and then
Yeah, but I think he's still on, even because he was in the union. Now he's not. I think the kids are on the insurance until they're 26.
yeah. Well, so then you need to make sure that fucking he knows that and he can use your information so he can buy some glasses.
Yeah.
He really needs glasses.
I'll be your dependent.
Yeah, I'll be your
Okay,
dependent.
that's
Give me
why
some of
I
that
call
union
him
insurance. I'll put me back on your insurance, man.
Hey, I'll put you on there, Jeremy. No problem.
I'll take some of those union bennies.
Someone said,
Yeah,
"That's-
but they're not very
that's
good."
awkward as fuck.
Selena, I'm putting your husband on my insurance.
All right.
That'd be hot. We can go have joint proctologist appointments together.
Yeah.
You can go see the gyno together.
We can go to the proctologist. He doesn't even have to change gloves.
Hey, wouldn't that be some shit. Yeah, my husband and my ex-husband's going to doctor together.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's really kind of cool if you think
Joint
about
prostate exams, that'd be hot.
We're both fucking bent over, pulling our cheeks and then checking us.
We're gonna go.
it. Only if
This
I
is
could get a
rough, man.
picture.
We're gonna go get beers together after this and just go ahead and do it. Right?
After we get done putting a finger in our butthole, we're gonna
All
go
right.
have a beer.
Same glove, different beers. It's all right. Go ahead, man.
Only if I could get a picture.
Hey, I'll tell the dog once he's done with you. You just put that finger in me now. I don't take
It's all right.
Fuck it.
We're both banging the same chick in different time zones or whatever, you know.
But-
Different zip codes. It's all right.
We're separated 20 years, but we're just banging the same chick, you know.
Does all
it's
your
all
exes
right.
live in Texas now?
You know what?
Go, 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 go. Brett laughed.
Yeah, right.
He's all like straight face. You didn't even get it.
Hey, Selena, remind, text us remind me, because Crystal's at the store right now. I'll have to make sure, because I know we get our insurance shit, our statements sent in, and they're all on it still.
Okay, yeah, because he just needs your info, so when he goes to the eye doctor here, that he can fucking use your insurance.
Yeah, I got you. That's fine. Here, hold on. Here's Brett real quick. I gotta throw a piss.
All right. Here, you gotta play too, because I gotta throw a piss too.
I gotta throw a piss.
I
Gotta throw a piss.
I must make pee pee.
Big butt.
You right there.
What's up, queer? Anybody wondering, the guy talking is Selena's ex that she had Brent and Dustin with. His name is Chris. He's a cool dude. He's actually fun to talk to. He and I get along great. So if you can say exes getting along great with the new husband kind of thing, that's me and Chris. We get along great and everything. It's actually hilarious. Oh, there's Dustin. Dustin's in bed. Go ahead, wake him up.
Peek out, Dustin.
Say hi.
Alright.
What a fag. What a queer.
What?
Dustin,
Oh.
you got him to roll over and say hi.
I still think that's funny that when I said, oh, yes, I live in Texas, and Brent laughed and fucking.
Yeah, you're Brent in the background. All, hoo, hoo, hoo.
Hilarious.
Yeah, me and Chris are cool. Now, the thing is with Chris, if he and Selena get into it, they can start barking at each other pretty hard. Kind of like back in the day when they were exes and they were fighting and everything. Me, Chris, it's actually kind of hilarious that me and Chris will sit there and shoot the shit. But him and Selena, they might start barking at each other a little bit.
Why push this button's hella easy?
Oh yeah, it never goes away. Even 15 years later or whatever. 15 years later, they still bark at each other. Me and Chris, when I show up though, we're sitting there drinking beers and slapping each other on the shoulder and shit and just having a good time. If him and Selena got to talk, it turns it can turn volatile pretty quick. Me, I'm a whole other story, guy to guy,
No, I don't.
because we're both just dudes, you know what I mean? It's actually hilarious. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, it's right in front of you, Ambrosia.
The hell's that?
You went towards center.
Assorted fruit?
You revived somebody up in
The
fire. Oh, yeah, he's still up there.
Yeah, it's actually hilarious that we go
Jump
to,
down that front.
when we go to Vegas, and me and Chris hang out, we're sitting there drinking beers and everything and hanging out. Meanwhile, Selena,
There. No, don't touch
if
it. Go in.
Chris and Selena break off on a conversation, though, all of a sudden it gets real heated real quick, and I got to play moderator. I step in and hey, everybody, stop your shit. This is old news. They got a whole vibe or whatever. It's actually.
Someone said Jerry Springer shirts all around.
Oh yeah, I told Jerry Springer. It's hilarious. But yeah, it is funny how me and Chris get along.
Yeah. Well, he's cool people.
Yeah, he's a good
not cool to
dude.
be married to.
It's just when you got an ex, dealing with her, me and Selena are laughing all day long. And actually, in a lot of situations, as long as I'm around and the two of them don't have to deal with each other, everything's a crack up. you know what I mean? But as soon as
Too much communication.
Selena and her ex have to start talking, all
Too
that
much communication
all that
gets-
old stew starts coming up, and it's like I sit there kind of on the side looking at it. When they're sitting there, they start barking at each other and everything. What?
Puff it.
God, relax, man.
No, I don't need it. I need air. man. Hi, Garrett.
What's up, Garrett?
You gonna flip some bottles for YouTube?
Yeah, Garrett, you gonna try to flip some bottles, man? Did Brent show you the video
For the dice?
for the dice,
In
and
the
you
cup?
start flipping bottles and try to triple stack bottles and stuff like that?
Like, do the dice?
Yeah,
with
try
that?
to do that, dude. Start working on that. Now this is Chris, Selena's
Chris's
ex.
son.
He had a son. He's 6 years old now, but he's real shy. You don't. Hey, Garrett,
Garrett, Jeremy's talking to you.
what's up, dude? Say hi. Where you at?
Say hi.
What's up, buddy?
Uh,
He's shy. What's up, dude? Yeah, he's all hiding behind the couch and everything. What's up?
he's top 10. I can't.
What's going on?
Oh, I got him. I got top 10.
Go flip some bottles, dude.
On his backpack seat, couple of top
Hey,
10.
Jeremy, have you seen some of the bottle flipping videos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
oh,
sent
okay.
Brent
Fucking
a
down
thing
the
where
front got me. Just a couple
They were
ones, actually.
flipping a bottle, and then they had a cup of dice, and they were putting dice on top of the bottle or something like that.
Oh.
A piece of dice?
No, like 4 or 5 dice in a cup, and they swirl them, and they stack them right on top of a water bottle and stuff. I go, oh, that'd be perfect for Garrett.
Like, oh,
Start
really?
rolling it back and forth, and they all get stacked on top of each other in the cup, and
Yeah.
pick it up and settle them up.
Or
Oh, I think I've seen, yeah.
and then there's dudes flipping water bottles, but they're flipping like 3 water bottles on top of each other.
Well, no, it was dice, and he put the
No,
dice.
dice, and there was other ones too.
Oh, it was that
There's
one.
different ones you're saying.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different stuff, but I figure with Garrett, with all his
Bottle
water
flipping
bottle
technique.
flipping skills,
Yeah.
Brent
Well,
should
see,
show him some of that stuff so he could start working on it.
He could be a
I
TikTok
figured,
phenomenon.
Jeremy, you know what I figured with this kid, with Garrett? I figured, it's cheaper to buy water bottles than a bunch of toys.
Well, yeah, because he loves
Well, he's totally into it too. I mean, imagine.
Yeah, he did do it. So
There's-
that saves me a bunch of money.
Well, and
There
if
you go.
Crystal could get him going on TikTok videos, doing that shit all the time.
He's got you haven't seen the TikTok videos?
I saw one, but
I
like,
think-
but no, it's like YouTube. She can make money off of that shit.
Right. Well, that's what we need.
Well, yeah, when we were at our highest in making videos, we were making like $1,000 a month off of fucking YouTube videos. She can make
Wow.
a fuck ton of money off of fucking
Yeah,
Garrett and his
especially
fucking TikTok
things like
videos.
that are like hot little things. Trucking, we're making trucking videos.
Yeah, we could.
That ain't worth nothing. If he's flipping water bottles and doing the dice and all that kind of
like
stuff,
million
Dude,
views on
Are you
TikTok.
guys
millions.
doing YouTube shit?
yeah, we're doing it right now.
Oh.
Yeah,
we
we're
got a
live,
we got a
we're live.
video. We got a video playing right now. You can see yourself.
Oh, no shit, where? Let me see.
Go to Trucking with Selena on YouTube. We're on
Oh,
there
hell
right now.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah, we got a live video
I
going right
hope
now.
the fucking- hey, Jeremy, I hope the fucking FBI don't come to my house now.
Well, they don't know
No,
your
we didn't
last
make
name.
no threats.
Oh, no, not you guys. It's just looking for me.
They don't know your last name.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
What are you on the run from Johnny Law or what?
What's your
Yeah,
last
I
name?
am.
Smith?
You are.
Your last name's Smith, right?
No.
You're John Doe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My name's Bob Jones. I don't know what you're talking about.
Did Brent tell you guys that I took my old fishing boat out a couple weeks ago, took Garrett fishing?
Yeah, Brent showed us the TikTok videos.
Oh, from fishing?
Yeah, or not TikTok, but the Instagram or whatever he showed us.
Oh, yeah.
60 people.
I took that old boat I had, Selena, that old, the one that you had the title for and it got stolen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went, got a new title and shit and got it registered.
Oh, that's good.
And me and Garrett was out in it, but I can't do that. I'm too big now.
Ah,
I
you
can't.
got.
So I'm looking for a bigger boat, like on a trailer, a fish
Yeah.
boat.
I need a bigger boat to hold my balls and belly.
Yeah, I do. Hey, I had a nail down on the boat this
They're all
weekend.
laughing at me, Mike.
It sucked. But hey, I almost drove up to Salt Lake City last weekend to buy a bass boat.
Oh, shit.
My balls fell over the side of
Hey,
my
what
canoe
did-
and it
wait,
flipped.
Jeremy, what did she say?
It's underneath A. What did she say?
What did she say? I didn't hear it.
No, the people on my microphone were laughing about the big balls in the boat.
Oh, gotcha.
You ever try to crawl into a canoe with elephantitis of the nuts?
hey, it's hard to kneel down and piss in a boat.
Yeah. I flip that shit around.
What?
That's what bar went last night with 160 and came home with 190.
Really? Well,
Sorry, it's loud. and
that's
phonetic.
good, Dustin. I'm proud of you.
We're doing a
Dustin.
lot of on YouTube.
Boy, you're on the Corona kick, Jeremy?
Just tonight.
Oh,
No, I'm usually going cheaper. We're Coors Light and stuff like that.
Well, nobody.
What about
fucking-
you ever-
can't never get nobody.
so you're off the, you don't do the mixed drinks?
Nah, back. It's been a few years back. I was doing like vodka cranberries, Cape Cods.
I don't know.
Right.
I'm
Vodka
sorry.
cranberry was my
I
drink for a long
the
time, but
guy
then
with
I
fucking,
came to
right
find
shoulder.
I was getting so screwed up all the time. I was getting like blackout drunk.
Yeah, because I remember a while back, a long time ago, I thought I bought you a bottle or so.
Yeah, you bought me a bottle or two of vodka. You got me a,
Record someone's picking up.
God, what was it? I think you got me a bottle of Absolute or something like that.
Oh,
I think it was a big bottle of Absolute.
probably something from Costco or something.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
like a Christmas thing from Costco. You got me a big old bottle of vodka one time though.
But, is it starting to get cold there?
Good shit, Jake.
No, today was in the 80s, probably almost
Oh,
not.
really?
Yeah, like heading on like 85 degrees.
Got him.
Yeah, I mean it's still
Oh,
Texas, you know what I mean? It's still
Yeah, but the mornings are nice.
the mornings are down to 50s, kind of nice.
Yeah.
And then last week or the week before it was got down to 40s. So
Wow.
it's definitely turning, but
Yeah.
overall it's not bad. You know, nothing
Right.
bad yet. Now here in Lubbock and this part of Texas, yeah, it's higher elevation. It's like over 3,000 feet,
Yeah.
kind of like Vegas. So you do get some snow, a
Yeah.
little bit every year. It's not bad.
That's
But-
cool.
But then North Texas like this, it gets freezes. You know, you get like down well below freezing and shit like that.
Yeah.
Even though it's not snowing, but it does freeze.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not as bad like when we were living up in Illinois and it's like negative 30.
Yeah,
That was brutal.
Yeah.
That was brutal sometimes. We had
Hey, how's your mom and dad doing?
they're all right.
Are they still in the same spot or?
Yeah, they're still in the same house. They ain't going nowhere. They
Yeah.
paid. Well, it's been 10 years ago. They paid cash for that
Too
house.
slow.
So
Right. Yeah.
they're
There's
in that
a-
house. And yeah, my dad, he's using a walker. And, you know, they're old. They're
Yeah.
they're both about hitting on 80 years old now. So
Are they?
just about.
Yeah.
My dad's 79. My mom, she'll be 78 here next
Double
month.
doors.
Yeah.
You know,
Double doors inverted.
No.
Yeah, bitch. Go.
they got their problems. You know what I mean?
Go through it and
Well,
suck it
yeah,
in the
but as
table
long
and
as they're
stuff.
still kicking, that's good.
Yeah, I know my dad. Every time he goes outside,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
out in the
yeah.
front yard or something,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been over to their house. I think that
Yeah.
their driveway is kind of like has a pretty good incline to it.
Right,
If my
right.
dad gets out there, he's had a
Oh,
few
yeah.
occasions where he's actually taken a spill
Wow.
and he can't get back up.
You need
Right.
more beer yet?
So the guy across the street, the neighbor, my dad over this summer or last summer, I think it was last summer, he actually went out on the sidewalk and he fell over and he was laying out there for a while,
Wow.
laying on the hot concrete, you know what I mean?
Right.
And
Yeah.
the guy across the street, the neighbor, he'd come home And I am like, in my position, I feel so bad about it. I'm not there, but you know, the guy got home and he had to get him and another neighbor to come over and pick my dad up off the fucking
Yeah.
concrete and everything because my mom wasn't there and all this kind of shit. And it sucks that they are in that position.
Right.
And I wish we were in a better position because I've already made the offer. Like, if we went and got a big enough place and all this kind of stuff that they could just move in with us,
There you go. Yeah.
you know, so we'd be here. You know what I mean?
That would be great. Then they're not by themselves.
Yeah, that's ultimately because you know
That would
it's your parents. You know,
that would be pretty cool, Jeremy. You know, if they if you get a big enough place, they get rid of their place and just stay with you.
yeah. That, I mean, hope you guys don't mind moving out to Texas and everything, but you know,
Right.
it's a big at their age. That's a big transition.
Big jump. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big jump to make to come out to live with us. But if we were in a position to have them here, you know, that even though I'm working on the road, but Selena's here all the time.
Right.
If the boys are still here with us, all that kind of stuff. We even thought about property is cheap enough out here in Texas that we could buy a big enough spread. You know, and
Yeah.
even if we had a house, but we had some acreage behind it to put some trailers and all that kind of stuff, the boys still want to live here and all that kind of shit. The boys live in trailers and whatever. They're happy with that, I'm sure. Yeah, sure, whatever. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, just knowing that your parents are taken care of and all that kind of stuff, that's a big thing to me because, you know, I got a great relationship with my parents and
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah.
that's
Oh, no, he's
always a big thing to me.
He's
You
underneath
know,
Dave, who is
it's the reason we had that house on the same street.
Right,
You know, I got that house in Vegas on the same
So
street as
you-
them.
To your left.
So
Oh,
you're right there next to him.
Yeah, it was one door away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the whole purpose of me living right next door to them and having my own place.
Right.
That if anything did happen, that I was right
You're
there.
right. You're right there.
They just call me or come over and get me or whatever. Because in Vegas, I had my own apartment, but it was a few miles away. And there was one time, because I was working nights, that while I was still sleeping through the morning, and my mom had called multiple times, and that's what really pushed me to move in right next door to them, was my dad had fallen over, and he couldn't get back up, and it was just a whole
oh, I got a
screwed deal.
Colette. What?
But I was over at my place sleeping because I work nights,
Yeah.
and my mom was trying to call me for hours, and again, I didn't wake up for it. And then by the time I woke up and heard the message,
Colette's,
you know,
Colette's.
It's already been taken care of.
it had already been taken care of, and I was like, ah, shit. You know, that
Right.
I felt bad for even being just a couple miles away, but I couldn't help. You know.
Yeah. No, I hear
Oh,
you.
no, he's laying down looking at the tunnel.
Yeah. If we get back to the position where we could take my folks in and
1v2.
help them out and all that kind of stuff,
I'm in
Yeah.
tunnel.
that'd be,
I don't know who else might be.
that'd be the best scenario. That because right now they're just over there in Vegas, and
I'm
Yeah.
in
the only
tunnel.
thing they got to
I
bank
don't know
on
who
is
else
that
is in
one
tunnel.
guy across the street that's a neighbor, and he's a super cool guy, and he's been super helpful. And-
That's good.
but why does it have to be him? You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Right.
I'd rather-
No, that'd be great if you can get your parents out there with you.
yeah.
That would.
Now I just feel bad every time I hear a little story about my folks, and you know,
Right.
my mom telling me like, "Oh, your dad fell over again," and you know, just you know,
Yeah.
here I am in Texas. Like, you still got to live your life. You still got to make money. You still got to do what you got to do.
Exactly.
The
But
truck's doing good.
you know,
You're not doing nothing wrong. But
no,
you
it's
know
not
what?
wrong. It's just
No.
you do feel that draw towards always. You know, my folks raised me. Now it's
Right.
it's kind of that thing like
It's your turn to help.
it's my
them.
turn to help them. You know, anybody that
Well,
doesn't
that's
have
the whole thing with my grandma and grandpa. We lived right down the street,
Yeah.
and that's what we did. We
Yeah.
helped them out.
no, especially
Oh,
yeah, Connie
no.
and Slim. You know,
He's
Yeah.
top
You guys are
eight,
right there,
Two
you
of
know,
them,
you
two
guys
of
are
them.
always around.
Oh my God, there's two
Right,
of them.
right.
and how much of a difference did that make?
You know, it was great.
Yeah.
It was. It, No, I would push on getting your parents up for the weekend, really.
No, and they've actually, I know they entertain the idea
Yeah.
with actually a little bit of joy behind it. Like they're like, yeah, we would love to be around people like that we know we're not alone, you know?
Right.
Because they've gotten to that point in their life now where they're not independent anymore, you know?
Right.
And that would actually make a huge difference in the quality of their lives too. That if they still have their own space, like I know their thing, they still want their independence and still
Right.
have their own space, but they'd love to know that we're around. And
Yeah, it's security for them.
yeah, a little security blanket with it.
It's a little frozen.
Oh, thanks, babe. Yeah, it sucks though. Ultimately, it sucks.
Well, it'll happen sooner or later. You know.
No, eventually, I think
Oh.
if we get ourselves situated here, like I said, they're in their golden years. You know that how many years they got left, I don't know. It's
Right.
but they're both pegging on 80 years old now, and I mean even the next 5 or 10 years. You know, it's just how much of a difference would that make in the quality of their life if you can be there to help them out and provide for them and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I don't know. That's always a big thing to me. I got a lot of loyalty to my parents and everything. And
Yeah.
Did you see the guy who said he got a studio because of us?
really,
Yeah, it's coming.
I don't know what kind of example we're setting,
I know, right?
but nice pants. Yeah, you got nice pants on.
Sweet. My beer's frozen.
Get your TikTok pants on. Everybody's liking them, apparently.
I'm wearing them for you, not for everyone else. My beer's frozen. It's not cool, man.
What?
My beer's frozen. It's frozen.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be a flat motherfucker then.
It's still be good. It's a beer.
I know, but it's gonna be when they freeze, they're flat.
Hey, you
But
guys,
when you've had so many of them, a flat beer still tastes good.
I'm
gotta-
on number 7.
you gotta suck
Oh
'em
no, I'm
out.
at number 8, so it's all right.
You gotta suck
There
them
you
out.
go.
Somebody just said you gotta suck that beer out.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
I
go
can
ahead.
fucking
Show
golf
your-
ball through a fucking
Hey,
garden
show your
hose.
fucking skills. Go ahead. Right?
Suck your dick.
You get sucking.
Well, you guys are having way too much fun, I'm telling you.
You need to move to Texas, bro.
Yeah,
We'd be
suck
all
it.
one big happy family.
If you can suck a tennis ball through a tennis racket.
Fucking Crystal can show me something else besides drinking beer.
Well,
Since I don't drive truck anymore. I ain't gonna say it on fucking live.
what?
What? You talking sexy with your ex? What's up?
With my ex's wife. Hey.
Oh my god. Hey, I'm giving the phone to fucking Brent. I'm done.
Bye.
All right, man. Catch you
Hey,
later.
you guys have a good night.
You
Yeah.
too, man. Talk to you
Good
later.
seeing you, Jeremy.
You too, man.
Oh yeah, Selena, good seeing you too.
Yeah, bye.
No, I'm joking.
Oh,
Deuces, bitch.
Alright, here's Brent.
no. All right. Here.
Now we got more sons than ever.
I gotta take a piss.
Alright. Fucking playing. God damn it. God damn it, Bob.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. We do salt. We do lime in the beer in the Corona. What's up?
So,
Don't you wish you was drunk right now? Be having the fun with the rest of us, talking about a bunch of bullshit.
it's become a pretty fun time talking to my dad.
It was funny though when I was like, "Oh, your exes live in Texas now, huh?" And he didn't even catch it. That was what was so funny about it. He didn't even fucking get it.
Yeah. All my exes live in Texas.
Right? Dustin awake or is he still sleeping like a fucking loser?
He's awake. I think he just went laying back down.
What a loser. Did he really spend all his money?
Oh, he spent a lot of it. Last night he went there with like 160 and came home with like 190.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And whoever asked him if I'm gonna get back in the truck, probably not. I might go on a trip or two, but I'm not gonna drive. Not anytime soon. I keep trying to get back in the truck, but
Hello? Hello?
yeah,
What's up?
none. We're just doing a live feed.
No.
I was just asking if you were sleeping like a loser.
Yeah.
So you moving back to Vegas or you coming back home?
No, I'm not coming back here.
Oh, okay. I heard from a little birdie that you were talking about you wanted to move back to Vegas, so I was just wondering.
No.
No. It seems a great idea, but not reality.
My head hurts, so you're correct.
Alright. Here, back to you.
What? Is he still in bed?
Yeah.
Fag, dude. What time is it?
Alright.
It's already 9:30, so 7:30 in Vegas, and he's still sleeping.
He said his head hurts.
I can do whatever I want. So I said Cheesecake Factory.
Oh.
Selena, when are you getting back in the truck?
Never. I said I might get back in the truck for a fucking ride, but I ain't getting back in there to drive. I said I keep trying, but it ain't gonna happen.
No salt or lime with the Corona. We put lime. We don't do no salt. Coronas ain't that great. You know what I mean? But we put a little dash of lime juice in them.
Oh no, I died.
Thing
Right
all
where the
froze
other guy
up.
was trying to revive.
Selena wanted them colder, so she puts them in the freezer for a little bit. But then once you pop the cap on them, they get all frozen.
Right in the mid street between Yellow and Construction, where there's two of us.
All right, queer. Go eat your dinner or whatever you're doing over there.
Alright.
You've been on long enough. I won't hold you up.
Right down Construction.
Alright.
Go hang out with Garrett.
I'll see you whenever we get back to Vegas.
Well, go get Garrett on that
Right
water
here.
bottle flipping shit.
Oh my
See
God,
if you can get him to do
don't
some of
buy
that.
Fucking bullshit.
Alright.
Do you like-
Oh my God.
He's gotta start winding
Fuck
up.
that word's on bullshit.
You know he'd be all into it if he could like stack 3 water bottles.
Yeah.
So
I'll start messing with him.
We know.
cool. Now
Alright.
we'll hop off here.
can tell.
Love you guys.
Love you, baby. Say bye.
Success, motherfucker.
Love you,
Bye.
Bye.
Love ya.
Love you, offspring.
Wow.
Well, you got your dad in your phone as a fucking sperm donor.
Love you, birth giver.
Birthing person.
Birthing person. Bye, sperm donor.
Was it? Oh, that's Chris. I got his Dustin up.
Hey, Jeremy,
What?
I think you got a too many.
I've got a couple too many.
No, I think she's had a couple too many.
Oh yeah,
Jeremy.
she's
No, not yet.
she's
You better,
cut.
you better fucking put a handle on
I'm
her.
still
Yeah, I'm
being
gonna go ahead
funny.
and
It
correct
ain't
that
too
shit.
Yeah.
I'll put the clamp down. I'll put the clamp down on that shit. Put her in a straight jacket and shoot her up with
many yet.
roofies
I'm
for
still
the
being
night.
funny. It ain't too many yet.
Alright, well, I'll talk
Holla.
to you.
Gordo.
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 Bye, Gordo.
He's bottom,
Yeah.
Bye, Gordo.
he's bottom blue.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, dude.
Alright,
We're out.
see ya.
Buh. I guess that was it.
Birth container.
Yeah, birth container. That's what women are. You're a birth container.
Someone said, Selena, you can drive in my truck anytime.
I got a big bunk.
Not gonna happen. Only with Jeremy. Sorry. Sorry. With Jeremy or not at all. It is what it is.
Bear's all froze. Look at that shit. Gotta wait for it to thaw out a
In
little
our
bit.
fucking Corona, it ain't tequila. Look.
Selena should wear those pants every live.
Only if I get live chats, but I don't get no fucking live chat.
I didn't see
money.
no money coming across. What the fuck? So there you go. You got to spend the night in the lives of
I'll bend over
Us.
for $100.
us and Selena's ex, her baby daddy ex, Chris. Well, you drinking a Slurpee? Yeah, pretty much. They got put in the freezer too long, so now they're all frozen.
What did you say? So low that I couldn't hear?
What?
What? I'll go back and fucking listen. What'd you say?
I go look at the comments.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. I don't care what the comments said.
Said you're crazy.
Well, yeah. Why'd you marry me?
Because you're crazy.
I'm a good kind of crazy. I'm your kind of crazy.
You're a human Slurpee machine.
Every chance I get. About every 10 days.
She may not clean the dishes all that great, but goddamn,
She cleans them pipes.
clean those pipes out real good.
These pipes are clean.
Pipes are clean. Yeah, she's playing Modern Warfare.
Sorry, I'm a fucking gamer fag.
Oh, I'm a good choice over her ex. Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
That's the reason why he's an ex.
Yeah. I was 16. I didn't know no different.
Yeah, she was
Now I know.
she was real young
I
when
was
she got hooked up
16,
with him.
Literally.
Like I say, he's a nice enough dude and everything. He's a cool guy. But you see, when people get together young and it's wrong, you know what I mean? And then it turns ugly after that, and all the drama with the kids and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like,
a decent person. We just were not good together.
Yeah.
That's all.
yeah,
Same
years
story.
later, you can sit back and talk and chat and laugh about stuff and everything. And he's
it's all
he's
being
actually
fine.
been really good about that. There's no
Animosity.
animosity. He has no static with me. Everything's cool. He digs me, all this kind of shit and whatever. It's like, it's actually been much more healthy
Yeah.
in
Well,
terms of like having exes around and stuff like
the
that.
only reason why I know him is because of my kids. Otherwise,
Yeah, otherwise we would have no connection. But yeah, when you got
He's
kids
not-
together and it's your ex and all that kind of stuff, like my ex,
he's not my type of people.
no, neither is my ex that I got my daughter with. But he, like, if I had to deal with my ex all the time and Selena, that would be a much rougher scenario. Like, my ex, she'd be cordial, but she's real, like, she's typical chick, Karen, insecure chick or whatever. Plus, too, she's 53. She's okay. My ex that I had my daughter with, she's 6 years older than me. I'm 48. She's 53 now. But we fringe right on the thing. She's about 6 years older than me. Selena is 6 years younger than me. So if you think about that,
It's kind of funny though.
that your
your
ex.
You talk about your ex. I don't talk about my ex.
No,
Like,
I'm saying-
he's so ugly, and I never be with him. You know.
That imagine
You
having
talk
an
about,
ex
you know,
that's
broken,
53,
busted.
but you have your wife now is 42. And when we met, Selena was 36. My ex was asking so many questions at the
My
time.
ex. didn't
She
ask
was
him.
so threatened and shit, and like just talk chick stuff, you know what I mean? Well, who's this chick you're dating? All this kind of stuff, being all fucking snarky and whatever about shit. And it was just really funny at the time that Selena was so much younger, that my ex had a really hard time with that. I think she was still feeling, of course, if you asked her now, she'd be like, yeah, fuck that, I wasn't threatened or whatever, you know, up yours. But she was asking so many questions about who's this chick you're with and everything and all this kind of stuff. That Selena being over a decade younger than my ex. That was actually funny.
Yeah.
Because you just heard the snarkiness come out of it, you know, the little condescending comments and stuff like, well, was you? This is funny. I was
But
like,
it's funny, like Chris, like when I split up with my ex before I met Jeremy, he told me, even though he was with his wife that he's with now, that they have their son Garrett, who's like 5 or 6.
6.
Yeah, he was like, I'll leave Crystal and I'll change my ways and we'll be good together, and we can get back together. No.
Yeah,
No.
because even my ex was asking like, well, when I met my next chick, she was asking me and stuff. Did you get with her just to spite me or something? I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Bitch,
like,
I ain't
nothing to do
thought
with
about
you.
you.
I don't give a fuck about you. Yeah, we had a kid together and everything. We always got that.
And
But
that's the only reason why I even have to keep
yeah,
it
it's
in
the only
my
reason why
memory.
we even have contact. But like, she was all insecure and everything about it, like thinking that I just went out and got with other women just to spite her. And it's like, no, actually, I don't.
Well, that's like,
When I'm dumping loads in their buttholes, I don't even think about you.
yeah, it's like when I got together with my ex before Jeremy, after my kid's dad, I don't think about him, and I never, ever think about my second husband, ever. The only reason why I fucking, my
We're
baby,
so fucked up.
I know, the only reason why my first baby daddy is even,
First baby daddy, but my second baby daddy.
no, it was only one baby daddy for both my kids, but the only reason why he's even is because he's my kid's dad. Other than that, he'd be a fucking distant memory.
Yeah.
Never gets brought up ever.
Well,
He's far
okay.
away in that catalog, and I don't even think about it
Because now,
ever.
like Selena is my third wife. My first wife, because I had a kid with her, we still have some degree of contact.
And he said,
Second-
"Tyler, you scream her name each time." Fuck you, dude.
Second wife,
Bye, Jody.
We
You can
broke
get
up.
Fucking blocked,
Oh.
bitch.
he just fucking with us.
No, I know.
Now, second wife though, we
You
had
have
no,
a
we had
child with
nothing
me?
together,
He
no
has a
kids.
child with me
We
every month.
straight split up, and that was it. We had no kids together. There was no reason to keep contact with each other. And guess what? It's been over 7 years ago,
He still talks about her.
and we've had no contact.
And he still talks about her all the time. I'm just kidding.
The hell?
I got
No,
you.
but then, yeah, me and Selena are together now. If you really think about it, unless you had kids with a person or something, like why would you ever even
Why
remain
would
in?
you even think about it?
Why would you even remain in contact with somebody
And
if you
you're
had
gonna
no
remain in contact-
fucking ties at all?
And if
you
you're
know.
gonna remain in contact or fucking keep them on the top of your fucking brain or your fucking talk list, it's like might as well just fucking go back and get with them. Otherwise, fucking move on.
Yeah, the contact just drops off if you have no reason beyond having kids together. So you got to communicate about the kids, but other than that, it's like, and that's played out. You know, like me and my ex, my first ex, we had a kid together, so there was some degree of contact
He
there.
said if you take 70 years off the age, it's the youngest you can date. Well, guess what? Yeah, I got pregnant with fucking Dustin when I was 16. So,
Yeah, she started early, way early,
too early.
too early.
I wouldn't change my kids, but I would say we're with Jeremy and not nobody else.
Yeah, like we wish we would have had kids together instead of going through all the bullshit we went through.
Yeah.
Like we wish we would have met young and started our family, because she and I would have been great together instead of going through all the
Yeah.
trials and tribulations.
And had I not had my medical issues right off the bat, we probably would have had a kid at least one.
Yeah,
Had
we
I not
were,
had my medical
even
issues
even
right off
after
the
we
bat.
met, we still were within the window of having kids. Now it's like, it's kind of moving beyond that point.
Well, yeah. Had
We're
I
getting a
not
little bit
been-
older now, so it's like,
Had I not got on fucking blood thinners and had my fucking pulmonary embolism and all that shit.
because you got to say, we were trying.
Oh yeah, we try every month.
We're giving it a college try
We fucking
daily
try. We
for a
try.
while.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you pregnant yet?
Yeah.
No.
Every day he was home. Every day we were on the road, we tried. Every time
Mm-hmm.
he comes home now, we try. I mean, we practice like a motherfucker. Tell that shit's all
So
fucking-
Mike Clark, where are you guys at? You up in Canada or something like that? Where are you at? Yeah, we weren't the same people back then.
No.
Yeah, it's hard to say like if we had known each other as we are right now, back then,
Yeah, it would have worked. But we
we would have been
different
great. But we were different people, younger,
people, more
naive.
We didn't have the same personality.
We didn't have the same personalities. I mean, everything we went through made us who we are today. So we appreciate each other now.
Well, that's like
That
when,
all plays into
when
it.
I
but-
was with my second husband, I was really, really not nice to him. But I found out who I was, though, and who I wanted to be and it became that person. Like, it sucks for him.
Yeah,
and it
you had to
didn't
go
work
through
out.
him till you got to me,
Right.
and then you
But I
learned
found
a
out
different
who I
way.
was.
Yeah, you learned a different way.
Yeah.
Same with me.
Yeah, I learned a lot, and you know, unfortunately, he was like the rebound boyfriend that became a husband, and it should have never been a husband.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and I could say the same. You could say the same for
Yeah,
your
same for
second
me.
one.
Same for
Was
me.
a rebound, and it became your wife, and it shouldn't have been because it was all bad.
Shouldn't have been.
It was all bad.
It should have been a dating that moved on to like, okay, we're done,
Yeah.
and moved
more-
on with our lives.
Yeah, and had
And we ended
more,
up getting married
Yeah.
and buying a house and doing all that bullshit and whatever, and then it ended very ugly. And
Well,
then
and
it
it
just
was-
reached a point in 2014, it just got cut, and we didn't. She kept the house and everything,
Well,
and
it's
I
like you could
fucking
say-
got the
You
boot.
could say, as much as I could say, halfway through the fucking relationship, it was over. Pretty much as soon as it started,
Yeah, it
it
was
was
bad.
over. It
was
just
all
hung
bad.
on.
It was all bad.
Because, you know, when you're young, you think that, oh, when you get with somebody, you know, you should just stay with them and fucking try to make it work and blah, 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 you know, and it's like.
But
it
we're
was-
married. We have to make it work. And it's
Yeah.
like, but two
but
people
it was
just,
over halfway through.
you were
and then
literally having machete fights every night. It was
It's
like,
like you're together for like 5 years, you know, but half of that time, it's like it was over the whole time, you know, half
Yeah.
of that time. You know,
yeah,
it's-
looking back, it's like,
It
yeah,
just took a
What?
couple years to fucking end it.
NYC
What?
Cowboys, $5. What?
For all the thickness in his thing. You better fucking add a couple more nines to that fucking thing, like 2 more nines to that.
$4.99. $500.
$4.99.99 or $49.99.
Goes to show every chick has her price.
Yeah, well, it's worth more than $5. I'll tell you that. I mean, no hoe, but fucking $20 is $20. And that ain't no $20.
It's nice to sit here in silence while my wife pimps herself out.
Hey man, it ain't me, it's you.
What?
What?
Ain't nobody paying for me.
No, I mean, if you're not pimping me out, I gotta pimp myself out. $20 is $20. What?
Yeah, wow.
Oh, he knows it's funny because he said LOL before that.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm saying
Oh
wow.
my god.
Oh my God, wow.
$4.99 won't even buy me a goddamn Happy Meal anymore. It's like, come on.
Who wants a fucking Happy Meal? That's gross.
I'm just saying.
At least you can go to Taco Villa, get you a
Bell,
couple bean burritos.
At least a 12
Maybe a
pack.
chorizo and egg burrito.
At least a 12 pack. Hello. No, but thank you. It's just fun to make fun. He talks all his shit, but he's just as fucking.
Oh,
as
I
am.
know. I wouldn't be the pimp.
No, because he loves me, and I wouldn't pimp myself.
I'd have a hard time pimping her out only because I got emotions involved in it. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Not here.
We've actually talked a lot about that as we build up our money again and stuff. Like, kids are grown, where do we want to go and stuff? It's like I keep up with a lot of other YouTube channels about spreading your wealth, how to
And apart from
save
being wealthy, you can
how to
move out
save
of the
money,
country.
and you can move other places in the world. I'm not talking about just the US, I'm talking about other places in the world. There's one guy I keep up with, he's called the Nomad Capitalist, that he was an American guy and he was a millionaire of where you can go to live more freely on less taxes and all this kind of stuff. I keep up with that kind of stuff. Like, he says the one place that he would want to go to live if you have money in the bank, but you could live cheaply, would be Tbilisi, Georgia, was his favorite place.
I wouldn't go to Georgia. I go to Montana.
No, Tbilisi, Georgia, the country, not the state.
Oh.
It's the Eastern Bloc on the, one of the old Russian countries that broke off.
Yeah, we can drink lots of vodka.
You can drink lots of vodka.
Vodka and potatoes.
But
and-
Tbilisi, Georgia was his place that you could easily gain citizenship or a resident visa and live cheaply in Tbilisi, Georgia was his number one place. So it's always things that, we
Is
think
that
about.
near Chernobyl?
I must
Right.
break you. Yeah. Norway. Yeah, I mean, if you go to the Western European countries, you're going to pay a lot more. And in order to gain citizenship and all this kind of stuff, you go to the Eastern Bloc countries like Georgia or was it Estonia and all these Eastern Bloc, east of Poland and stuff like that, they're much easier to get into. And then if you want to go to South America, you can go to Ecuador for $40,000. Think of this, $40,000, you can buy yourself a resident visa either through a $40,000 injection into a bank account, or if you buy a $40,000 property in Ecuador, you can buy a
Congrats,
permanent
bitch.
resident visa in Ecuador. So
That's what your dad said.
you can do all kinds of things around the world for far less money and far less taxation than you can do here or in Western countries of Europe. You can go to a lot of different places and live cheaply. Philippines, Singapore, all this kind of stuff, that lives in Norway. He said they paid him to go to college. If you don't have a job, they give you money and they'll find you one. Mexico. You could go to Mexico. Mexico's a little bit more expensive from what I understand, but you can go to places like Mexico. And the thing is, people always wonder, living in America, like, oh, what about the healthcare and all that kind of stuff? There's people we keep up with in Ecuador that the healthcare in Ecuador is cheaper and more quality than you can get here in the States. So,
But I'm dead.
parts of Mexico,
He's going
safety
up.
is a concern, of course, yeah. That if you live in the northern territories of Mexico, of course, you got safety concerns with all the cartel stuff. If you live in southern Mexico, as far as I understand it, it's better. So, Selena, do you like your hair pulled? Do you like your hair pulled?
What?
Do you like your hair pulled?
Yeah.
There you go, right from the horse's mouth.
I like it when you grab it up in like a pony in your hand and fucking yank it. Tell me what to do.
Classic.
The chips on my finger laughing.
But yeah, we've talked about that as time goes on. Oh yeah, here we go. Possible places to transplant to outside of the U.S. We have thought about that. We're not so close-minded to say like this is the only place to be
Oh no, he's right there.
and all that
right
kind of
fucking,
stuff. That things are
there's two of them.
changing in the U.S. That
There's one by well and one by Big Cave. and
what
one by
happens
Shaw.
over the next series of years and stuff, is that where we want to be? Is this what we want to do? I mean, remaining in somewhere like Texas would be all right, Florida, stuff like that. But there is a definite transition happening in America that overall we look at and we go, do we want to be here for this? Like,
It's like if it's becoming like everywhere else, is somewhere else better than here?
yeah, like you really got to you got to be objective and enter in like taxes,
At least
healthcare,
other
all these
places
things
you
as you
get
get a little bit
universal
older too.
healthcare.
But if you got money in the bank and you can travel, where would you rather go?
Well, and even if you don't have money in the bank and can travel, if our country is becoming like all these other fucking countries, where can you benefit from being someplace with universal
Well, no, I keep up on
healthcare
that.
that you don't have to pay?
Yeah, I keep up
They
on the
give you
financials
housing?
and stuff too, that America is becoming increasingly, that the government is shutting down on the citizenry more and more, that if you ever want to leave this country, say renounce your citizenship, go somewhere else or anything, they're taking steps to make it harder and harder because they don't want to lose good taxpayers.
Well,
That's
it's
what
like,
it
if
that's
you-
what it comes down to.
If you don't make 6 figures a year, you can't even buy decent fucking groceries anymore. A fucking pack of bacon costs $12.
Yeah, everybody's struggling. Healthcare is becoming increasingly harder to get.
No, I think we're gonna stick with our truck. It's almost fucking rebuilt. It's
It's
almost
our
fucking-
truck is practically rebuilt and it's almost paid off.
Yeah,
So it's like maybe we can just
Oh.
keep it and stack as much money as
I mean, you're
possible.
talking like another 30 grand and everything on that fucking thing would be replaced. The rears, the fucking tranny, and the rest of the rebuild on the engine. But the engine's fucking great. We had the oil samples done.
Yeah,
It's-
mechanically the truck is straight. It's not a pretty truck and it's not a comfortable truck, but
It can be a
it
comfortable
can be. I
truck.
got to put a new seat in it. the bed is comfortable. If you really think about what you're doing, I'm
You're
driving
sitting
it, so I want to be
there.
comfortable while I drive. And then what happens? I need to be comfortable when I sleep. So is it fulfilling those two things on the basic level? Yeah, it's all right.
Become a trucker, live in the truck rent free. Yeah, except for he has a family. Sorry. I mean, we did that for a while. I don't mind going back on the truck, but we have kids to think about. Like whenever they
And
decide
dogs.
to fucking be adults, well, the dogs can go with
We
us.
got all these little turds.
Yeah, the dogs can go with us. But I mean, like kids, whenever they decide to fucking grow the fuck up and go do shit on their own, like normal fucking human beings, then maybe it'd be different. Until then,
Yeah, I mean, if we ever thought of transplanting or traveling outside the country, it will be something down the road a little bit.
yeah. I mean, we got to get the kids sufficient to where they can live on their own, like every other human being in the fucking world when they grow up. I mean, we got a 25-year-old and a 19-year-old, and neither one of them seem to think they're more than fucking 14. I mean, it's really fucking frustrating.
It is.
It really is. It's like, I want to be nice and I want to be a supportive parent and get them on their feet so that they can succeed. But it's like, at what point do you have to fucking cut that thing of your heartstring and be like, you know what? Fuck you. Maybe you got to fucking miss some meals and fucking sleep on the street. I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's like, I don't want to be that fucking cliche of the fucking current fucking family where your kids live in the fucking basement till they're 40 years old.
Yeah, and the sad
I
thing
don't
is,
want that.
it's becoming more and more of a common thing, and it's like, no, I
exactly.
moved out as soon as I got out of high school. You know what I mean? It's like I couldn't wait to move out.
Harder with rent and the cost of food and the cost of living in general compared to the cost of what you can make for a living. I get it.
Yeah, you want to be caring and empathetic
I
parents
want them to succeed.
and understanding that things kind of suck, but on the other end, it's like we did it.
Yeah.
Why can't you?
Well, it's like when I was 16, I got pregnant, and by the time I was 17, before I even graduated high school, it was like I didn't give a fuck. I was done living at home. I wanted to get the fuck out. My mom was a fucking tyrant, and I fucking was done with it. I didn't give a fuck where I lived, how I lived, or whatever. I mean, you know, I had my baby's daddy or whatever, and he had a job and this and that, but it's like didn't give a shit. And it's like, I just want the fuck out. I want to be on my own. I don't want to be under their rules.
Yeah, she does get sassy when she's drinking.
Well, you know what it is like, I'm really nice and I'm easygoing, but when I get drunk or get buzzed, it's like, you know what? I don't give a fuck anymore. But it's like, for real though. It's like, maybe we're too easy on the fucking kids. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's because our parents were so hard on us or maybe not you, but maybe my mom was so hard on me, so I'm more lenient with my kids. Maybe I just need to be a little bit more heartless on my kids. I don't know. It's really fucking annoying now.
Jeremy, at what mileage do you rebuild, check the differential on pumpkins? Every time I do a service, I get the pumpkins and the tranny checked.
Haven't had to have
Those have been clean. Yeah, the tranny and the pumpkins have been good. The motor's had like a mini rebuild done on it, so it's coming back pretty straight. You know, the truck overall is mechanically straight.
And someone said we're being too nice.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We really are.
Yeah.
My parents were not that nice. And if you go
I
to
guess
previous
when they come
generations, like my dad's parents, the day he graduated high school, he walked up with his diploma, and my grandma said to him, like, well, what's going on? You going to college? He's like, no, I don't think I'm going to go to college. And all right, first of the month, you start paying rent. It was like that abrupt. You know what I mean? It's like, and he went off and joined the Navy. My dad went and joined the military.
Oh no, he's a Green Double Doors.
Because
he's camping Green Double Doors.
he saw that as a better option than staying living at home and paying rent at a job. Because he was working for the electric company. It was out in 29 Palms in California. He was working for the co-op. And my dad, instead of working at the co-op, he went and joined the Navy and just shipped off in the military in 1959 because he wasn't going to stay at home and pay rent just to keep a job. and all this kind of stuff. So he was like, fuck it, I'm going in the Navy. And he disappeared. And even after he got out of the military, he came back home to 29 Palms, and he was trying to get his old job back at the co-op. And he came back home, though, to his folks, and the same thing happened again. They said, well, if you're going to stay here, you're going to start paying rent. And it's like, okay. And he, I think at that point, too, during the time he was in the Navy is when he met my mom down in San Diego, because that's where she grew up, and in Imperial Beach. And
Oh!
there's more thing
Yellow
like
double doors.
they were
He's in
young,
Yellow
like
hallway.
20, 21.
I fucking tried to turn
After
around
he
and do
came
it.
back from being in the military, and he was still in the military. He did like 6 years in the Navy, but they went and got married and got their own place and all this kind of stuff. And they never lived with their parents and all this kind of stuff at like 20 years old. Me too. I got out of high school and I fucking bailed. I was gone.
When he says he still lives with his folks, but his rent is $1,500. Now, it's really hard at the moment with the truck being down and everything because Dustin, my oldest, has really helped us out a
Yeah,
lot.
he's been here and he helped us out a lot.
He's paid the
No,
power
we're not-
bill a few times. He buys all the groceries. He's paid the cart. He's paid the truck payment a few times. I mean, he's really helped out. But when that stops, when is the thing? You know, it's like, when do we make him grow
Good
up?
God. Luis, where do you live, man? $1,500 for a 1-bedroom? Where you living? If you're driving truck, you shouldn't have that kind of overhead. Memphis, really? Oof. You should move out somewhere like where we're at in Lubbock. Just go get a little 1-bedroom apartment. You can get it cheap. Well, I live in Memphis, man. Oof. Memphis
Where
is
do you guys go
fucking
by next
junk. You could be living out here in the middle of
I'll
Texas
try to come over there
and
get you.
be making the same money.
I don't die.
I never understood that too. Like, okay, I
What the fuck is that name, bro?
worked at a trucking school in Vegas for a while, and I had these dudes coming to trucking school, and they're like, their only ambition was, as soon as I get on the road and making all this money, like one guy said he wanted to move back to South Central LA. There's a black dude that his family
Oh,
all
no.
lived there and stuff, but he wanted
What
to,
the fuck I
like
shot?
he wanted to
I
be
shot.
balling with all this money, you know, like I'm gonna make so much money trucking that I'm just gonna move back to LA and live in some shithole so he could prove to everybody in LA that he was making money. And I'm like, no, move to fucking Kansas or something like that. Get a cheap place where work is even more
Right.
abundant. Why live in LA? Screw that. You know, but it's
Fuck this.
the ideal that you build up in your head, like you want to like show like you're balling or something like, no, be balling for yourself, move to somewhere cheap, build your money up and stuff. And
Oh
that,
my god.
that's the ultimate
Here's Chris.
payoff.
So,
You know what I mean though? Go live somewhere cheap, build your money up. Don't stay in these places.
Justin told what?
To get a new glasses, you know?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Wonder, because Dustin was saying, I go, Dustin, he might be able to do it all out here.
Does Home Depot pay good?
Well, if he can go to that 1 hour place, what is it? Eyeglass Express? They
Yeah.
can do it.
And
Yeah, Eyeglass Express over by on
Illinois
Decatur
is
by
robbing
Walmart,
people. Get
they
the
can
fuck
do it
out
in
of
like
here.
an hour.
We moved.
And he'll get new frames and black, everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
And they take
you want to pay those kind of prices?
Yeah,
I mean,
they
if
take
the
insurance. Like, I know he wants those Oakley frames.
the wages
so, like,
are
you're probably
commensurate
about
to
pay
you're
a little
making
bit of
money, then okay. But move, get out of these high-priced places. Go out to
Right,
somewhere more
right. But
rural.
make sure,
I mean,
like,
hell,
when
you
he-
can
when
buy
he gets
houses for less than
Well, I'm just
$100,000
saying, like,
bucks.
if he gets
You
his,
could be paying
prescription and you get him some
$400 bucks
cheap
for a
glasses,
mortgage
then
rather
when
than
he
paying
gets
rent.
some money
You know what I
and he
mean?
can buy the Oakley
You just gotta
frames,
change your
they're
mindset and move the hell out of these
No,
places that are charging you too much money.
But if not, I'll send him with the info.
Yeah, well, like I know when we got his eyeglasses last time.
Okay, Luis,
we went there,
how long
and
you
he
been
got
driving?
the Oakley
If you've been
frames,
driving
yeah,
more
2
than a year or
pairs
two,
with the
then you can dip
exam
out now and
the
go
lenses and the frames,
plenty
and
of
it's
other
like $400
places.
with
Don't
no
stay in these
insurance.
big cities.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's buy one get one free. but there was no insurance. So if he's got insurance, it should pay for his exam and like half of the frames. So it'd be like, so it should be like half of that.
Now everybody
and he should
thinking
get
like
2 pairs
they
of
gotta live in
glasses
these cities and
within an
everything. It's like,
hour.
no,
And
get the
if
hell
it
out.
takes 2 weeks,
Screw
he
that.
can just have them sent to our house here in Texas.
You
and
can
he
go
take them
live
down to the store.
Plenty of other places
here
in
in
this country,
town,
especially in the
and have 'em, like,
Midwest.
Like if they gotta adjust them at all,
Oh, you got a degree in engineering.
that we can go here in
Alright.
town and have them fixed.
But
Eyeglass Express.
start looking at places you can live
Yeah,
cheaper,
it's
even
over
in
there in front of the
engineering.
Walmart,
What if you can
over on
work
Decatur and-
remotely and still make the same money, but go live somewhere cheaper and save your money? You know, it's just,
Yeah.
there's so many
But
options
yeah,
out there
if
to
he
go
uses
do
insurance,
nowadays.
It should pay for at least like half of
Downgrade
it, like all of
and-
his lenses and like half of the frame cost.
Yeah, the job market sucks because of COVID. Maybe in engineering
Yeah,
and
because
trucking
hopefully
it's
they're,
not. You can almost
like,
live
couple
anywhere
$100
and
for the
make
frames.
1,500, 2,000 a week, even as just a driver,
Well, yeah, you probably need glasses
and live
too,
cheap. You know what I mean? So it's like, why keep up with all that crap? Doing pretty good.
but- Oh, yeah.
Most of when the rates are really, yeah.
Well, you may not
Yeah, the
need
rates
them
through
for,
the
like,
first
all
of the year are
time.
gonna remain good, pretty much on the open market. You'll see them at Landstar, what I'm getting
Yeah,
right now.
well, if
If
readers
you're
do
running
it
off
for
the
you
DAT
now,
board
you
or
don't
anything
need
like
to
that,
drive
it's
in and
like
watching TV
rates are gonna
and all that other
remain
shit.
good through first of the year. You gotta expect after first of the year, there
Oh,
might be
yeah,
a dip,
Yeah.
depending on what you're doing. But
Yeah.
all these guys that wanna live in New York City or, you know, LA or anything like that, no, get out. Go to the Midwest, get something cheap. You know what I mean? Live in a nice small town. All these
No,
kind
it's
of
good
things.
for each
Things are
person.
peaceful, it's cheap, things are fine.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
no, it's not just one person. Each person that's on the insurance it works for. Yeah, each person gets their own amount for the year.
Yeah, Lake Forest, Southern California, because I
Yeah,
grew up in
usually
Mission
you get
Viejo.
an eye exam free,
Yeah, everything there
and
is
then you
just
get, like,
off the charts. Like, would I ever
$125
live there
towards
again?
frames.
Nope.
And then if you just get like the basic lenses and shit, you know, it's usually included.
Yeah, just-
So usually if you
Like I
need-
said,
you want extra
you really
special
wanna
shit,
find the
like fucking
advantage in this whole thing.
anti-glare and fucking,
move somewhere cheap. If
you
you're a
know,
truck
all that other
driver
bullshit,
and you're willing to
which
move around
he
a little
doesn't
bit,
need.
you can live in the Midwest or, you know, the South or anything
Well,
like that
yeah,
for
he
cheap.
wants the frames, but like if you just get like the plastic fucking lenses.
Don't live
that's,
in
like,
these
all
big
covered
metros where
100%
they're
usually
demanding a
by
bunch of
insurance.
money. And then just, like I said, as far as truck drivers go, don't just drive
Yeah,
truck
yeah, that's what I
and have a
did.
place that's
'Cause
expensive
if I
to
try
come
get,
home
like,
to.
the
No,
polycarbonate, or what
Get
they call it,
out.
and, like, the anti-glare
go
and all
somewhere
that
else.
shit.
Places are really nice. There's great communities all over this country that are way cheaper
Yeah.
than live in all these big metros. Screw that. You can do the
Right,
same
yeah,
amount of
you
work,
can do that.
make
Like,
the same
that's
amount of
usually
money,
it's, like, just
but
2 pairs of regular glasses,
it's
so
way
when
cheaper.
one breaks or gets
Go other
scratched up,
places.
he's got another pair and he doesn't have to worry
Schools
about
are better.
spending the money
If you're a
right
truck
away,
driver and you have a family, your wife and your
But,
kids and all,
like, if
move
you
to
get
some small town in the
polycarbonate, which is,
Midwest.
like an upgrade
You know,
from the plastic lens,
It's like,
it costs a little bit more.
get the hell out.
But like me, if I get the polycarbonate lenses, like I can't see as well, so I gotta get just the regular.
There's tons of small
plastic
communities
lenses.
all over the country,
And I can
especially, like I
see
said, in the
really good.
Midwest, from the Dakotas and Minnesota, all the way down through Texas and everything.
But
Cheap.
yeah, like the plastic lenses are.
You can live much better. Your
Oh,
kids
yeah.
will be in much better schools. Go to all these small towns that have like 5 or
Yeah, you live in
10,000
Vegas,
people.
So yeah, I mean, if not,
Great. You'll
I
be
mean,
doing
kids will be
so
there
much
next
better.
Saturday,
And once
so-
you get assimilated to it,
But yeah, it's Vegas. It's Vegas. They should be open. tomorrow.
life gets so much better. It's way better.
I mean, Vegas.
I can say
everything's
since moving to
open
Lubbock,
7 days a week in
we
Vegas.
lived in Illinois. I've lived in Minnesota before and all this kind of stuff.
Mostly.
Things were great. Small towns. It's great.
Not everything, but mostly. But if
People have
not,
this
like next
anxiety
weekend,
about,
definitely.
Like, I
And
can't
he goes-
leave LA. What are you talking about? And all this kind of stuff. Get out of these places.
he's
LA,
got a
New
whole
York,
nother
you know,
weekend.
big
Weekend
metros
is
and
not
everything.
going
No.
back until, like,
Move to the
Tuesday
middle of
the
nowhere.
Following week.
You know, even if there's a metro around, like, say you live in
so if
Nebraska,
anything, like,
Lincoln,
Saturday,
Omaha, Grand Island.
yeah. Well, he was thinking. he was
Real
gonna
estate
go
is cheap.
fucking on that camping trip, but he ain't got no fucking money
But say
now.
you're
And
based
none
out
them
of
want him to go anyways.
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yeah, but they
You
don't
can
want
move
him
to a
go.
small town out in the region around Lincoln,
Well, he
Nebraska,
thinks they do
right?
because they said
And you
so,
could work for a
but-
trucking job there and things would be so much cheaper You can go to a small town,
I know.
rent's cheap, or if you want to buy a house,
know,
real
it's-
estate's cheap. You can still go to the doctor. There's hospitals and stuff around and all this kind of stuff, but people have this
Well,
impression
it-
built up like if they move
Yeah,
out of
and if you
LA
don't
or
have
something like that,
time
like,
to
oh,
take
life
them
doesn't
down there-
exist out of Southern California.
Well,
Yeah, it
and,
does.
like,
Things
they're
are
open
way
till,
better.
like, 6 or
It's
7
way
o'clock
better.
at night, so even,
Like
yeah.
monumentally better. Get the hell out. Trucking will allow you to do that. Go away. Get out of there. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think.
That'd be fine. I'll take care of it. I just didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah. Oh,
Now,
yeah,
Omaha
yeah.
is really high. Okay, I
He
get
got
that.
a couple pair a
No,
few
but
years
that's a
ago for his
metro.
birthday.
Go outside of the metros. Go to small towns 30, 40 miles away. They're cheap. You can live there and still be a truck
Because he was
driver.
under the impression that he wasn't on your insurance.
Get away
I
from these
guess.
metros.
Yeah. Well, that was a few years ago. We had plenty of money, so it was like,
She goes, "Oh,
it was his birthday present.
you're making too much noise, goddammit.
Shut up.
Okay, well, I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
It's been over 2 hours. I guess we'll jump off here if we haven't made our point already.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, if it's
So,
on your insurance, it's
I'll be
great.
back on the road in the morning. I'll start filming and make some more videos and everything.
Well, yeah, you pay into it whether you.
Been
fucking
driving for
want to or
3
not,
years
you know,
now,
it's
2 years
like,
over the
why?
road, 1 year local. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you have the ability to get out of the metropolitan areas where everything's more expensive, you can get out in these cheap places, especially in the Midwest, in the South, go do it. Just get out. You know what I mean? So that's my advice for the night. So we'll hop off here. It's been over 2 hours. So check back later. I'll make some more videos this week and all that. So anywho, on that note, right?
Yeah, the day of her grandma's funeral, yeah, she fucking OD'd. Yeah.
Thick news, right? Yeah, she's wrapped up. Anyway, we'll get out of here. I'll be checking back the next day or two with some more videos and everything. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for the $5. I guess I'll buy a coffee or a burger or
Yeah,
something
to
like
wake
that.
her up for the,
Um,
to get ready for the funeral and she was dead.
But we'll check back later,
She
right?
took- she
Later,
took-
John.
She, like,
See you,
took
Jody.
the medicine
All
she
that.
had and she
So-
fucking died.
Thanks for checking in. We'll be back later. All right? Out.
She had